Makes it a little bit dry, but like
Yes.
in a sticky way, if that makes any sense, because it's dry but it coats.
You guys like dry, sticky whiskey?
Yeah.
Dry, sticky whiskey. Ta-da! Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. Thanks for joining. 10,000 subscribers. How about it?
I don't even know where to start tonight. That was just a short video of highlights.
2.5 years.
2.5 years. Wow.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
Where do we even start tonight? Okay, so we've got, let's see here, a lot of people.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Yay. Thanks all for joining. That's so amazing.
Julie and I talked today, and we said that today we're going to say all the things that we've never said before. Like the video, subscribe to the video.
We're really bad at this.
We are terrible at self-promotion. So it's a wonder that we ever hit 10,000 subscribers.
Yes.
But we are thrilled to be here. Let's get this stuff right. And we are thrilled that you're here to join us. So thanks to everybody for being here. A special thank you to the people that have supported us the most. That is our Patreons, that is our YouTube members. And of course, all of you have been terrific to us. So
Yeah.
Subscribers, everybody, what can we say?
Yeah. And thanks for showing up today.
Exactly. Before we get too deep into this, here I am like monkeying around with the mouse, and we actually have a mouse today.
It's a 1 through 9,999. Everything goes wrong. There's no audio. We don't have Mies. I don't know what you call that. The mouse.
That is a mouse.
For the live stream.
This is a 10,000 subscriber miracle, is what it really is. So I'm going to start saying hello to some people, and Julie is going to do the honors on a cork pop tonight. It's a bottle that we've been holding on to for a very long time for a special occasion, and this is a very special occasion.
Yes.
And so here it is. You can get started on that and do the honors.
Do you want to talk about it while I unwrap this beauty?
Sure. That is a Thomas H. Handy Sazerac straight rye whiskey. It's from this past year, 130.9 proof. Of course, that is a Buffalo Trace Antique Collection bottle, and it's the very first Buffalo Trace Antique Collection bottle we've ever opened.
I know. I'm very excited, except that they wrapped it very well.
I'm going to have you open it somewhere else so it's not by the microphone or shaking the camera.
Oh, sorry, guys. Okay, so I guess we're not going to be better in the next 10,000.
I guess not. Kathy Huey, David G, Barter Hordes, welcome. Eric Gunderson, cheers. Eric C and Kathy, of course, some very early adopters of the channel.
Sorry, I'm just showing the lid, or the lid.
The lid, yeah.
Whatever this is.
We're going to call that a lid.
Yeah, it's pretty. Are we
Rebel
ready?
and Leslie Lockett. I'm just going to say a couple more hellos and thank yous. Peach Coke.
Hey, Peach Coke.
He's Peach Coke welcoming everyone to the pre-show karaoke. I'll get us started. He's there. You go. Look at him go. He's in a mood tonight. What time is it here?
Maybe that's the next Bourbon Van meetup. It's whiskey and karaoke.
Oh,
let us know what you think about that idea.
That's a terrible idea.
I'm a terrible singer, but I do like to shake it up.
Bill and Wendy Becker, you like to shake it and shake it up.
Yeah.
Bill and Wendy Becker here. Wendell Wilson.
Hey,
There's Ruby. What a crew we've got here. We got a Mavis chant going already. Where was she? Was just over there.
She was. I thought for sure she was gonna.
She's in a bucket over there. She's our nugget, and she's in a bucket
because she's in quite the mood. I think she was in a celebratory mood too.
She's got a scowl on right now, though.
But she was in a celebratory mood, and I feel like it's because she knows that her attention's going to be diverted for the next hour, 2 hours.
Yeah, we gave her a bunch of treats to hopefully to make her happy. We have to say we do have a bunch of splendid giveaways tonight, but we didn't make a banner to tell you what they are. So we are going to just go ahead and tell you right now.
Oh, we did it. Oh.
You definitely want to be in on this. Here's the deal. We have a couple of bottles that we're giving away, and we have a couple of flights that we're doing.
Yeah.
Well, at least one flight. And for every $5 that you put in, you get an entry.
Yeah.
And so, Bill Becker, you are in. Thank you so much. And you have 4 entries. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So everybody, if you're interested in that, and we'll tell you what we're going to give away. Let's cork pop this, and then we'll get on to it.
Yeah. And I hope it's not disappointing. Do you think it's going to be a disappointing cork pop?
I can't imagine that it would be.
It's going to be satisfying either way. Ready? Decent.
Small but
mighty.
Well, high quality.
Yeah,
it was a quality.
There was a thump to it that I very much enjoyed.
Wendell says now it's time to find something special to pour because we're famous now.
Oh, of course.
If that's I mean, sure, let's say it. Let's just tell everybody we're famous. Then you manifest things.
What happens when he hits 10,000 subscribers? Anything? The day just keeps churning on, I think.
Nothing changes.
Yeah.
YouTube does let you sell merchandise directly below videos. So if you're on our YouTube page, you can see our new store.
Yeah.
By the way, go to thebourbonvan.com and click on the shopping links. You can see the new store. It's all apparel at the moment and a couple of accessories because glassware has gotten out of hand and we don't have a current glassware printer. So we're scrambling.
That's all right. We'll figure it out.
It is. A couple more hellos. Jeff Perkins, MJ, Roger Kurt, Cheech in the house, Troy and Lisa Toole, welcome to you. Russ L, Nathan Clark, another Patreon in the house. DK Tucker, Grumpy Old Fart, good to see you.
Yeah.
Kathy Huey, of course. I think we said Kathy Huey already, but we'll say it again.
We will say it again.
Yeah. Rob Goulday, Canadian Chris. Phil hasn't aged yet. Julie looks younger. I don't know. Maybe I have.
He did get a haircut, so I think you lost like a few ages. A few years.
I feel crazy in this hair with this like no beard.
You walked away today, and I did notice your hair was so long that you now have like this sunburn line that just like goes right across.
Mavis didn't recognize me last night. She was not interested in the guy wandering around the house with the short hair. Thank you, Cheech. Anxiety. Hey, bass player, I hope you both are well. Anxiety, by the way, our drummer in 8094, which was on the radio this week. Big week for folks from the Bourbon Van.
I feel like we were going to talk about that a little bit later, but in case you didn't know, 10,000 subscribers also means that your band from 20 years ago gets famous.
Crazy. Talk about a wild week. The YouTube channel goes over 10,000 subscribers, and I get to hear my own song on the radio for the very first time.
That's so exciting.
Very cool. Miracle Martinez here. We're influencers. Stop it, Peach Coke. Stop it.
Yeah. We're not influencing anything.
David's here. Keith J from MA. Where are we going? In his hospital bed, he's here, everybody.
Yeah,
Keith J. Keith, we a lot of well wishes and we're gonna be in touch with you real soon. But Keith's been going through some stuff, but we know you're on the mend and we're rooting for you. So well done, Keith. Thank you for being here. Love you, buddy. All right. What else? Phil got a new haircut. Yeah. Thanks for noticing. You can't not notice.
I know. It is important to notice. Yeah. You should have seen it. Actually,
it's almost a reaction. You're just like, you got a haircut? And you're like, did I type that? It just comes out of your fingers.
Actually, yeah. I was going to say tomorrow's video that comes out is the old haircut. So it'll be
Yeah.
like he went back or forward in time or back in time, whichever time we're going.
I also don't know if you can tell, but I've been using the computer mouse instead of this mouse. I'm a genius, everybody. We're gonna let this BTAC open up, and we'll keep working our way through the comments here. And thanks again, everybody, for joining us. 10,000 subscribers, great giveaways tonight, and we'll get into that in just a second. But we need to pour something. Yeah. What do you think? Do not disturb glasses tonight?
Sure.
We're gonna start off with a lightweight pour to ease into this thing.
Yeah, because we have some high proofers come in, right?
Yeah.
Well, this one is because this comes in at 130.9. So that's a way to kick it off. But
we're gonna start with one that is 96.6 proof, one of our favorite ryes.
And Sagamore Spirit so helped us. I will say, helped us get to the $10,000 subscriber
I don't
mark.
know when we'll hit the $10,000 mark. That's a ways off yet.
Maybe that's just like wishful thinking. But the 10,000 subscriber mark, they've been supporting us for forever. They
send us samples of everything.
Samples. They helped us with the Advent tournament, bottle giveaways.
We did it. We did a review of their cask strength and said, this bottle's really quite expensive for what it is. We weren't that friendly to it. And they reached out and said, why does it cost that much? That's the wrong price. They actually fixed it with the state of Oregon after that. So that was good for everybody, I guess. But thank you, Eric. You are in. And here's that bottle. Sagamore Spirit Double Rye. If you haven't had this.
It's pretty. I like it. I love that bottle. It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous bottle. Gorgeous rye. Gorgeous lady.
Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you all. 10,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. Yeah. It's because of you guys.
It is.
This smelled so good. I didn't even want to drink it.
No, that's delicious.
Wow.
It's so beautifully oaky without being musty. I love that whiskey.
And so vanilla-y. Yummy. This is like this one. I love a rye. If you didn't know, I'm assuming if you're here for the 10,000, it means you've watched one of our videos before. I love rice.
That's delicious.
This is delicious.
Roger Randall's here. Welcome. Oh boy, everybody's drinking up some good stuff, and I hope you are. Drink all the good stuff tonight, everybody. Bill joins in the house. Katie Two Cats in the house. EJ, MJ, Pesky's around. Been a fan and Patreon supporter from the beginning, and that is true.
That is true. Yes.
A lot of you who are here tonight have been with us for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Norseman's Only Drams. Skal to you. There you go, Kathy. You are in.
Kathy, I say this every live stream and probably every Patreon live stream as well. The cat just loves the silly box.
I got these glasses mixed up.
Oh.
I almost just randomly took a sip of BTAC. No big deal.
Did you drink it?
No. I just smelled it and I was like, that doesn't smell anything like the Sagamore.
But anyway, Kathy sent us a box that had little perforations. We say this every live stream because she comes every live stream we have, and we're very appreciative. The box, more so than the toys, probably, is like her favorite thing.
Oh, she loves all of it.
And it cracks everybody that comes over up.
Yeah.
We never take credit for it either. We always give you credit.
Always. Seltzer water, by the way. I didn't crack a beer. We got a lot of other things to drink tonight.
Yeah.
Just trying to stay hydrated.
Yeah. It's fair.
Thank you, Kathy. You are in. AJ Mountain Biker, thank you so much. Mm-hmm. That's a nice thing to say. You make us smile every time we watch. That's about the nicest compliment that you can get.
I think so.
Yeah.
We joke all the time about how we should probably bone up on our whiskey knowledge, but we're just having such a good time drinking it.
I try to keep up. It's
Phil
really
up,
difficult.
and I just gotta roll with it.
EJ, congratulations to 10K. How's the injury? For those of you that don't know, I do have a ruptured Achilles tendon and my running plans are on hold for the moment. I'm in a walking boot, which has been a lot of fun. Julie yells at me, doesn't let me drive, doesn't let me walk anywhere.
Well, I mean, it is your dominant foot, so I don't know how clunking back and forth.
I would say neither one of my feet is dominant.
Yeah.
I'm clumsy, but
I'm only looking out for your well-being because
what can I say? I appreciate that.
You don't need to know all the details.
I have a habit of not treating myself well when I'm injured. Justin and Delcourt in the house. Canadian Chris, thank you so much. Here's to the next 10,000. A lot of comments from people going, here's to the next X number. No rest. They don't want us to rest at all and enjoy this moment. Tomorrow, we're going to enjoy it.
We're going to have 20,000 tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning, back to the grind. We're going to be begging for subscribers on every video. No, we'll never do that.
I was going to say, just like we always do. We're always we're
way too forgetful.
People tell us this all the time. They're like, you need to start telling people to subscribe. And we're like, that's fine. But it's true because I'm really bad at subscribing just in general to like YouTube channels. I just never do. I mean, I have a few things that I do because if you want to get pinged for the videos, obviously you have to subscribe.
Yeah.
But I always forget about liking videos. Phil's the one that told me that I need to start liking things. I was like,
Julie watched our videos you watch like 1 out of every 20 videos for the first year and a half that we were doing it. So I was like, are you watching and liking our videos? She's like,
no,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was in it. Why would I do that?
But here's another nice compliment here. It's a compliment night.
Oh,
thank you, David. You are in.
It's better than a compliment sandwich. You know, like when you're
right.
at work.
You guys are great. I don't care for you. But I think you're okay.
Yeah, you guys are great. The content, but I like you.
Yeah, but I like that you have a cat.
Exactly. Exactly.
Leslie, thank you so much. You are in.
I also think I always laugh because I'm almost positive that Phil's going too fast for me because I keep chatting. I'm almost positive that everyone started following us originally because of Norman. Like it was definitely the cat, right?
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that you're all sticking around because Maeva's not quite so comfortable as she's sleeping in a bucket right now. Not as comfortable in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, she's not in front of the camera. David Babcock here. Cheers to you and everybody at the Ogre Lounge partying tonight.
Boom.
Yeah, here's the Ogre Lounge. Our good friends in Milwaukee, Oregon.
They were so fun.
Such a fun crew. That whole crew is great.
I love meeting people. Just like in general.
We're looking for all the randomness tonight, everybody.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Look at here, Eric Gunderson pouring the Thomas H. Handy sample that Independent Joe sent me.
Nice.
So drinking the same thing, and how about that Independent Joe? One of our 2 wrenches, a fantastic fella, and one of these days we're gonna get down to California and hang out with him. How about this, Terry Griffin, brand new YouTube member. Thank you, Terry. Welcome.
That's the one thing I was hoping that maybe the stickers would show up, but I guess not.
Oh, the super stickers. Yeah, this platform is not great for it. Barter Horde says 10K down, 100K on the way. See, no rest. No rest.
Barter's like, let's do this.
Man, it never ends. It never ends.
Yeah. Barter, a literary guy.
Very literary guy.
I know.
Indeed.
I feel like we chatted a little bit about my literary vacation.
Your lack of literary...
My lack of literary knowledge, but my literary vacation. And that was...
I think Super Dave Osborne just rode by on a motorcycle.
He's doing that.
You don't remember Super Dave?
No.
Oh, he's fun to watch.
Was that like from the 90s or the 80s?
Kind of a silly daredevil guy.
Oh, perfect.
We want to see the YouTube plaque. You're going to be waiting a while for that.
I think you need 1 million. Don't you need 1 million?
I think so. I don't know. I honestly don't know anything about YouTube. The fact that we're having any success at all has nothing to do with me.
That's not true.
I don't know what's going on.
If you left it to me, there would be 0 videos. Done. We might have had them recorded, but they wouldn't have gotten done.
Well, we're both contributing a little bit here and there, but I still don't know anything about the platform. We're just hanging in there. How's the foot? Yeah, it's all right. Stop kicking down liquor store doors.
We're like open already.
Yeah, come on. It's 9:59. Let me in there.
We're waiting.
I know you got Blanton's back there.
Fill up.
Hey, David Woodruff's in the house. Welcome. Cheers. Look at this. It counts. It's
fine. You're good.
Wow. Thank you so much. Yeah. And
that's such a nice thing to say.
Honestly, we do feel like we've grown with our subscribers. We've grown with our Patreon folks. We love the Patreon community. Yeah. That's probably our favorite thing every month is our Patreon live stream.
We should have looked to see who the first few were actually.
I know who they were.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Phil.
Our very first Patreons were Levi.
Oh, right. Still a Patreon. Thanks, Levi.
And Grizz and I believe Paul from Thunder Bay, Ontario. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was our first 3. But Pesky was in the top 10, probably well in the top 10. So
yeah. I love it. That's good. You didn't get sick of us yet.
MJ says we started watching because of us.
Oh, thank you.
They're dog people, but they liked us.
Oh, right. Because I said about the cat. Thank you. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate that.
Look, I'm not the only one who remembers Super Dave. See, these guys know. 100K is the first plaque. 1 million is the second one. Well, there you go. Barter, he'll get there way before us because he knows the rules. He knows what's important.
Is there
Ruby knows too.
There has to be. I was going to ask a dumb question, like, is there a whiskey channel that has made it to 1 million subscribers? But I'm sure there's been a bunch.
Yeah,
that seems so.
Yeah, they're not in a genre that I watch, but there's definitely been.
It seems so improbable. I mean, people do it. Obviously, there's people that I follow on YouTube, non-whiskey related. Sorry, that made it to 1 million subscribers. Who knows? Years ago.
Yeah,
I think the pandemic helped for.
Pandemic helped for lots of stuff. Yeah. I almost wish we'd started a little
YouTube.
sooner in the pandemic because we grew really quickly at first. But what can you do? We started when we started. It was the right time for us. You are very high up today.
Well, I sit very tall, and
it's like a salad. It's like 6 inches. You're 6 inches taller than me tonight.
I have a long torso. I'm a very tall person.
All my height is in my legs.
That's not a lie. And I have fairly decent posture. Not that I'm saying that you don't, but it's not your strong suit.
Do I have a strong suit? George is here from North Carolina. He says, hey to me, and especially a hey to you.
Yeah.
So extra special hello for Julie.
Yeah.
Here we go. Another new member. It's Jared Davidovich. Did I get that right? I bet I did.
I think that you did.
It felt good.
It felt right.
Welcome,
and
Jared.
It feels like something that you just want to keep saying. Davidovich.
Look at you. That was well done.
I liked it.
That did sound fun.
It felt good. Yeah, that felt good.
Welcome to you. Oh, Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay. I love it.
There we go, Paul. Thank you very much. You are in, sir.
Thank you.
That is $13.99 Canadian. How many Americans is that?
I'd probably say
Is it 10 or 15?
Probably 10. I feel like the Canadian is more expensive than the American. Maybe Paul, let us know.
Let us know. Anybody know the conversion rate?
I can do a conversion rate, but I'm not gonna. But I'll do the benefit of the doubt.
Barter says, my channel's 3 times older than yours and I don't even have 3K.
Well,
how far are you from 3K?
That.
We need 74 people that are online right now to subscribe. Let's get that boost.
Yeah.
Get that. We call it the Bourbon Van Boost. We do it for a lot of channels. We get.
Dang, I like that. The Bourbon Van Boost. Come on.
Jared says, spot on. We got that name spot on. Look at us. BT in the house. It's like $3 USD.
Wait, who said it, Paul? Thanks, Paul. Well, you just outed yourself off 2 entries then.
You're in. You are in. For those of you that don't know, we are having a fantastic giveaway tonight.
Oh my gosh, we didn't even tell it what we're giving away.
We haven't even done it yet.
We are just the worst.
Well, the good news is you can look over our shoulders.
That's true.
Somebody is going to win, and we're going to say these are special bottles for a couple of different reasons.
Yes.
Number one, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A123. Big thanks to our friends at Trailhead Liquor for that bottle because it's been tough to find. They helped us track it down, and that's I think our favorite bottle this year. It's definitely in the top couple. It's a contender. Yeah, and the reason we picked it, I haven't actually talked to Phil about this, but I'm just assuming this is the reason we picked it. ECBP, your gateway into what is now a bit of an obsession. And we're going to drink some B520 tonight. I've never touched that bottle. Yeah. This is a special occasion. We've heard when we did a review of that earlier in the year, we heard from a lot of people that it's really hard to find, or they couldn't find it or couldn't get it in their area. That bottle came and went quickly. And it came and went quickly. And so we thought, hey, this is an opportunity that we can send it. And then thirdly, we like it. Well, there's that. And the A, we decided to go with the A because we like the A better than the B. So yeah, considerably. The A is a contender for bottle of the year. Yeah. And so somebody's going to win that bottle tonight. That's a Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, aged 12-year minimum, and it is 125.6 proof, and it's delicious. There you go. Paul's in for 2. That's a 10. That's a tenner. Thanks for being honest. This is an honest community. Yeah. I try to be honest in my reviews because I'm really bad at hiding how I feel. Actually, I'm pretty good at it, but not when I drink something right away. I don't know. I think you let me know pretty quickly. The things that you look for is if I take a very long time doing this kind of thing, and then circling back around and deciding if I liked it or not. Let's see here. Oh, and then the other bottle. Jared, you are in.
Thanks.
Probably make your own plaque for $20 or so. Well, there you go. That's what we're gonna take that $20, turn it into a plaque. Somebody gave Julie a trophy the other day. By the way,
it was so cute.
It was so funny. I've never seen anybody just give somebody a trophy that they like had custom made.
Yeah, like they went to the
friend of ours did it. I shouldn't say somebody. It was a buddy of ours.
I totally crack up when that there's still actual trophy stores, but you forget like kids are all still playing Little League.
He did say that he wanted to put like swear words on it, and they wouldn't.
No, he didn't say that they wouldn't. He just kind of asked him. He's like, "Are you?" He wanted to say like, "You're the something best," right? I'm sure. And family show, and they were like, there was like pretty much when I don't like something, there was a long pause and said, "We just never have," and he decided like we're not going to do that. That doesn't make them. So that was nice of him actually.
Jared, you are in. Wendell Wilson, absolutely in.
Big spender.
Professional road trippers, takes one to know one.
Oh my gosh, Wendell, we were. We said your name. Sorry, W. Wilson. Magoo. We were looking at your latest Instagram post, and
yeah,
we're coming to Michigan.
That story that you posted last night, I was like, man, he's got a setup. He has got a setup. We're gonna hang out in the garage, and it's gonna be one of those great nights. And maybe a great day and night.
It's the thing that I always say that the people that follow us, not all the people that follow us, but a lot of the people that follow us definitely have like a sexier collection than we do.
Oh yeah.
And also probably way more whiskey. Actually, I know way more whiskey knowledge than I
have. Let's talk really quickly. Thank you as always, Wendell, for being a big part of what we do.
Yeah.
Let's talk really quickly about the other bottle.
All right.
It's one that's been in our collection. I had to go to the vault for this.
Yeah.
2021 is when we put this in our collection. It's the very first single barrel pick that I ever had a part in.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got to, I was there at Trailhead Liquor when they were choosing this one.
Yeah.
They let me try some samples. And that was the first one that I ever got a hand in. And so this one is Old Forester single barrel strength, warehouse one, floor one, 134.2 proof. So if you like a little proof, that's a good bottle.
We had a little the other day. You should pack some punch.
We haven't opened one. I'll say this. I don't know that there's anybody else that has an unopened bottle of this. I think it's really a unicorn. It's the last
never
of its
mind.
kind.
We're going to keep it.
No, we have one that's open. We have one that's open. And it is delicious. I think we've actually gone through 2.5 of them already. Mm-hmm. So it's the last one. That's the last one from our collection too. So we're thrilled to break it out on a special occasion like this. So the Old Forester barrel strength, Elijah Craig barrel proof A123. Those two bottles will go tonight. And also we're going to do a flight of, because we have those two bottles already, those two will be included. And then we're going to drink a couple other things tonight, and it'll include those 2 ounces of each of those. Yeah. So fun night of fantastic whiskeys.
Yeah.
Eric,
I'm having a great time already.
Me too. Eric, thank you so much. And you are in for the giveaway tonight. And Eric, a brand new Patreon. Yeah. I think our newest Patreon. So welcome to the live stream, and thank you for joining us tonight. You are in. Who else? Oh, nice. Jim is in the house. Hello,
hey,
Jim. You are here. Fantastic. Getting ready to connect with a few people in wine country in Oregon in the next month. So Patreons, be on the lookout for that. It's not really like a major meet and greet. It's just like we're going to be in the area. Let's have a drink.
Yeah. Which is, I think that's so fun.
I think it's fun too.
I know.
Yeah. Let's go hang out at a small
I kind of feel bad because we're doing a lot of Oregon type stuff this year. So
I don't feel bad for people in Oregon.
Non-Oregon people are like, wait, we'll be coming.
We live, man.
I love it.
Julie is magnanimous with her whiskey reviews. That's the truth. That's the truth. Knob Creek 18 year. We never did get to try that. Or the 15.
Ooh, nice.
Outstanding journey. Cheers, and thank you both. Thank you, Eric C. Another very early on supporter of the channel.
Yeah, and I will say, I'm almost positive this was you, but this was like maybe 2 years ago now at this point. See, early adopter. our five sip Friday, some initial people, but Knob Creek, not something that I gravitated towards. You guys sent me a sample of it. Gosh, I don't even remember which one it was.
It was a 12. It was a Knob Creek 12 cask strength that came to us from Purple Grain.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Minnesota.
And it changed my mind about Knob Creek because
Yeah.
I didn't like Knob Creek at first. Changed my mind.
There you go. And palates
So
always
not
changing.
really the same.
Our palates are constantly changing, and we're learning more all the time.
Yeah.
I went back not too long ago and I watched some of our early reviews, and I was like, oh boy, we were wrong on these. So hang in there with us. We're getting better, I promise.
Yeah.
Trying to.
I'm not getting better.
You're getting better.
Oh, okay.
I think you look great too. Slapshot Roadhouse in the house. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Beach Coke calls dibs on the Old Forester. Sparky Plays, welcome. Thank you for being here. Known Zero, cheers. What else are we going to do? What are we going to drink next?
Well, are we going to try this?
Should we go for the BTAC next?
Yeah, that's like an official celebratory, let's kick off this party kind of situation, right?
We have two. We could build up in proof otherwise.
Well, I thought everything was really high proof.
I mean, it's not low proof. The white and blue bottle is the next lowest proof.
Okay, do you want to do that?
Let's do that.
Does that
one.
make you feel
Let's
better?
do that one next. Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, that's a good rye. Sagamore Double Oak Rye, by the way, is what we were drinking to this point. And now
I give that a thumbs up. I liked that one.
I've
liked it
at
before,
least one
but
thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was delicious.
So Phil pulled the bottles today that we're going to be drinking.
Yeah.
I feel a little like.
I asked for your input.
I know. No, I'm excited about it, but like we're going to drink like two really good ones. So we got a little Brussels here.
That is a good one.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, we're going to
How often do we drink these? We
Yeah.
don't touch these bottles. Bill Hawks, hope to see you in Nashville soon. Man, we love Nashville. We've had some fun times in Tennessee. We will be back on the East Coast, I think, next year. I think that's my goal.
By the way, 10,000 subscribers. I've gotten better along the way with my Jubilee pours. I know that is probably heartbreaking, but I've been trying. I've been trying not to.
Not to
pour
me. It's
so
too many nights
much.
where I just had to carry you away from this.
Carry
table.
me away.
No,
I know.
that's not true. This is the Russells from 2022.
Is this the blueberry one?
It's very tasty. Yeah.
Mm.
Blueberry pie with lime zest.
Yeah.
And caramelized crust. It's so good.
So we did ask our Patreons what their favorite bourbon van moment is. And we should throw that out to you guys that are paying attention too. If you've been, you don't have to obviously say anything, but if you've been following us along the last 2.5 years,
Yeah.
Let us know what your favorite ones are. Do you want to say any of the couple of them?
We'll share them.
Not that I forgot. Of course, I remember them. I just always hope that other people forget.
Well, Todd Weaver, it brings up a good point here. We've had huge growth over the last couple of months, so most of you haven't been there the entire time, and that's
true.
great too. Welcome to all of you who have joined us. And
also,
our Patreon
don't watch
community.
the first videos.
Our
Just
Patreon
so
community
bad.
has been growing a lot too, and we love to see that because it seems so like tight knit and fun, and we just have the greatest time with everybody. But
and
all these live
our
streams are fun.
patrons have all become friends with each other, which I think is just so much.
It's the friends we made along the way.
The friends we made along the way. Correct. Yes.
Well, thanks again to all of our, whether you're subscribed or not, whether you are
But if you
YouTube
haven't
member, whether you're a
subscribed and you're
Patreon or
here,
not.
you should subscribe because we've been told we're bad at that.
Yeah. Don't forget to like the video. Click the bell.
Is that what it is? A bell?
I think so. Thank you, Uncorked. Good to see you. Drink samples from Ogre Lounge. Want to know what you think? We've got so many. Everything you gave us was so high proof. We're taking our sweet time. Whiskey Punkard in the house. Thank you so much. Great to see you. That's a Whiskey Punkard, same musical interests as us.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm guessing punk.
Yeah. Whiskey and punk music.
Yeah.
That's hand in hand right there. Thank you so much. You are in for tonight's giveaway.
I'm going to cheers you again.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. We haven't had this in...
I thought you were going to hold it up so I could smell it. I was like, what?
Oh, we haven't had this in a very long time.
It's been
the last time we were actually on a live stream.
Oh,
like a year ago.
This smell just kills me. That's what we were thinking of. Eric C. That's what you were thinking of, the Knob Creek Quarter Oak for a 5-Sip Friday sample at the racetrack.
Oh,
that was so
see,
fun.
I was close.
That was so fun.
This is wow. We really ramped up. This is 114.8.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not
136.
as high as the others. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mark Vasco in the house. Cheers. Welcome. Good to see you. I watch the older videos when I need a good smile. Yeah. You're like, oh, they've changed. Their editing skills have improved, but their tastings haven't.
No. I will say, so I guess it is one of those days that we can like reminisce. I will say I did go back and watch our very first video, which was kind of hilarious. I think we had no lighting, one shelf. There might have been like 7 bottles on it. Like I feel like we
started
were just
the channel
like,
with 28 bottles, I think.
Yeah, and I was just like, I remember being like, it's really bad. Like I made it through like 45 seconds, and I go, oh no, this is not. We shouldn't have. Like,
it's hard to watch.
I'm like, how did this keep going? Like that's what I kept thinking. Like, I remember when we got like our first like 10 subscribers, and we're like, I'm sure they were all friends of ours. Actually, they're definitely all.
They definitely were. Yeah, it was. We were a word of mouth channel, and in a lot of ways, we still are.
Yeah, and maybe we thought they were good enough to keep going. It's amazing.
It was amazing. Yeah. AJ Mountainbiker, thank you so much. You are in, and you are right. The A123 bottle we're giving away tonight is amazing. It is. I would say it's one of the better Elijah Craig bottles of the last 3 years. Since we've been doing this, I would put it in the top. Definitely top 5, maybe top 3.
Yeah.
Brent Pounds.
Hey, Brent Pounds.
Brent Pounds, who was so wonderful and put us up and let us meet
park in his driveway.
We met his family. We got to hang out with his ragdoll cat.
Oh, he's so cute.
What a fun time that was.
Shared whiskey together.
Sharing whiskey. He broke out an OGD Dusty for us. Remember that? That was fantastic.
Yeah. I felt bad about that. I didn't feel bad about that. But like we, of course, were traveling, so we didn't really have anything. Not that we didn't have anything good, but we didn't have anything great like with us. And I was like, "We'll give you this." Oh.
The crazy thing is, we left on that trip and we had like 6 bottles with us, and they were all just like, "Oh, these are daily drinkers. Whatever, they'll be fine in the van." We came back with like 77 bottles.
We went to Kentucky and Tennessee,
Tennessee, Indiana,
we went to
Arkansas, Texas.
Yeah,
all the states. We brought home a lot of things.
There was a moment where not a moment. There was about a week when I was like in a full-on panic, like we have to go home right now.
every state border crossing, we're like, oh boy, what's the limit here? What's the rule?
Cheers, Brent.
Cheers, Brent. Thank you so much. And of course, you are in.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
We have not tried the samples that you sent yet, Brent, but my goal is to get to them this weekend.
Brent was one of the people that commented on what he liked about the channel. And I kind of forgot about this. I was like, Phil, I didn't really say that. Did I? And it was when we did a blind.
The game. He gave us the game.
He gave us the game.
Wait,
was this the Saw game? Okay.
Yeah.
So he gave us the Saw game, and we were just racking our brain trying to figure out what they were, and they ended up being rums.
Well, one of them was a rum.
Oh, one of them was a rum. That was right. And
we were so confident that it was like a maple syrup finished bourbon.
And I just, unfiltered.
I had to censor the video. It's one of like 4 times on the channel that Julie has sworn.
I tried not to.
And I had to edit it.
That's great. That was a great moment. It's like, but you were always, I think we did. We did. We also did the wild turkey flight from Brent.
Oh yeah. The 5, what are they called? Master's Keep bottles.
Yeah. And I think I brought that up. I'm like, there better not be a rum in here. There wasn't.
That was Bill Becker also said his 2 favorite moments. The one was when one of the bottles that we were drinking that night was a rum. Mm-hmm. And then the other was when you drank directly out of the bottle, Jack Daniel's single barrel proof.
I believe that was early on. Yeah.
I think that was the 23rd or 21st night of the Advent tournament of 2020.
2020. I guess that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it was just basically because I was like, nobody's watching. I mean, because literally nobody.
What's the difference? Just get to the bottom of
something. That goes to show the early adopters there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that was a fun video. That first Advent tournament, I don't know. Maybe we've been having just as much fun in the newer Advent tournaments, but that first Advent tournament when nobody was watching, we were just like, we can do and say whatever we want. It was ridiculous.
I think I threw caution to the wind that day.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. How have I been doing on my phrasing? I always come up with the wrong phrase. Am I getting better? Do we want to keep that going? I don't do it on purpose. I'm just terrible at it.
You said I think the most recent video, you said it threw you for a spiral.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Instead of threw me for a loop. She's like, that one threw me for a spiral. And I was like, that's not a phrase, but I just let it go. Thank you, Whiskey Uncensored. Barter Horde says, I just heard that my former debate team is in the national finals tomorrow.
Yay!
Was that a school thing, or were you just part of a debate team?
I'm sure it was part of like college. I'm assuming it's college.
I would think it could have been a local bar.
I feel like you would be really good at debate. I don't ever get to the point, so that's not great.
You'd be great. Put everybody to sleep. By the way, we have over 100 viewers on the stream right now. I don't know if that's ever happened before.
Ah, cheers!
Cheers!
I think
cheers.
that is the first time. Oh, don't go away.
Don't go away. No,
left.
come on. Oh. Enjoy it while we can.
I was like, enjoy it. This is as good as it gets, guys. This is as good as it gets. I think we always like hover. Like we're a good solid like
70.
60 to 80.
Yeah.
But never 100. Oh, we lost another one. Oh, it's going down.
100. Well, all right, let's keep going. Sugar Kitty in the house. Hashtag remembering Norman. That's a nice thing to say. Yeah,
By
that
the
was
way-
a.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to talk about the whiskey, but you were going to say something else. I can hold.
There you go. Xavier also thinks the rum blind tasting was the best.
Oh, nice.
Welcome, Xavier. Cheers.
Really hard.
Look at that. What a nice thing to say. So pleasant. Ruby, also a very early adopter of the bourbon van, for better or worse for her life, but she seems to be enjoying it, and that's great.
My details are a little shaky. Ruby, first woman Patreon?
I think so.
I think that's true.
I think so, yeah. And did
I
we
remember
make
we got, like,
your
a-
life better? We hope we made your life better. We hope we made all your lives better.
Also,
Sometimes it's hard to know.
we're definitely following your kitty cats and
Oh,
the
my
adorableness that's happening.
That getting her
Little
toesies
fluff.
yesterday. Did you see? Oh my goodness.
I love it. It's
Too
so
much.
great. Yeah. I feel like I made more of a deal. Now I feel like we have a lot of female, not a lot but in this community, obviously it's very male driven.
Our analytics started, it was like 0.1% of your viewers are women.
Yeah.
And now it's like 3.5%.
I know. I feel like we're doing good. That's good. We get a lot of couples too. So
we love that. Yeah. Dave Vogelzang, thank you very much. Oh, Wendell likes Red Man.
Nice.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Too. Just out of nowhere.
We had a
Bill
lot of fun
Hux.
moments. I feel like we talked about some of our favorite moments, or not favorite, but
Five Sip Friday moments.
5 Sip Friday moments. Yeah.
Yeah. Bill said he was gifted a red line toasted barrel at 116 proof. Never heard of it.
So tell me.
Nathan says he's joined us for the whiskey and stayed for the hilarious randomness ever since. That's what we like.
I think that's what.
Don't take too much of what we say seriously.
Yeah, I feel like we're very honest, and if you're looking for real whiskey knowledge, maybe go to Jason at the Mash and Drum.
Our friend Jason. Yeah, we love Jason. By the way, we love his channel, Mash and Drum. We don't watch a lot of YouTube because we make a lot of videos. We're busy a lot of the time with this channel. So it doesn't give us a lot of time to watch other channels. But when we do watch, we have a few friends that we specifically, we like what they do.
Yeah.
Jason's knowledge is unparalleled.
Yeah, that's who you should be following for the knowledge. We're just here for the laughs and to have a good time.
Well, we love Mash.
Sorry, I was gonna say we genuinely enjoy drinking in general,
If
but
it's ever not fun, we won't do it.
But drinking bourbon, right?
But yeah, Mash and Drum, My Bourbon Journey, Kurt from SLB Drinks.
Yeah, that's fine.
We love all those channels.
Yeah.
Those are ones that if we want to know something, those are who we tune into.
Yeah.
It was an Old Taylor from 1969, not an OGD.
Ah, yes. Old Taylor.
Hoping to win a bottle and get you to deliver it this year.
Oh.
I would love nothing better than
that's the push we need, right? Like
I need to get out of town.
That's actually not a terrible, that would not be a terrible strategy. I mean, obviously if you're like, I don't know, well, I really do want to go like to the New York area, but a strategy like hold on to the bottle, and I'm like, well, you might not get it for 2 years, but we'll bring it.
Yeah.
The channel won't even exist, but we'll stop and bring it by. I
actually thought about this as a channel idea, as a way to keep the channel to make it like more road trip based and get out there.
Yeah.
I thought, wouldn't it be fun if when we did giveaways, instead of shipping them, we delivered them.
Yeah,
but then you have to let us sleep in your driveway.
And also, most of the people live very far away
Yeah,
from
most
where
of
we
you
are.
aren't on the West Coast, although
Yeah.
we do have more West Coasters now than ever, of course.
All right, so we haven't really talked. I told Phil earlier today that a lot of times on our live streams we just go completely off the rails and we don't even talk about bourbon or whiskey, like whatever it is we're drinking. So I wanted to talk about this Russell's 13, obviously very special bottle.
Extremely good.
And I think this is something that gets better the more you drink it down your glass. Like the first sip, like it's pretty powerful. Like those flavors, I'm getting such nice fruit now, some oakiness. See, I knew a little bit about what we're doing here. I love the vanilla in this.
The brown sugar on the nose gets better and better.
Yeah, I do get a little hint of that blueberry that you're always talking about.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's good.
It's one of the few Wild Turkey bottles that I get blueberry on. Usually the blueberry for me always shows up on Knob Creek stuff.
Yeah.
Josh, Stuff and Whiskey. Josh and Aaron, also great friends of ours that they hosted us when we were in Tennessee. That was such a fun time.
That was very fun. Yeah.
Come back to Texas.
We also did a Patreon
this winter.
Yeah, we also did a Patreon.
A little gathering in Indiana at
Old
55.
It wasn't a live stream. I think we recorded a video that we released or whatever. It was fun. We recorded it together.
I recorded a bunch of footage at Old 55.
No, with Josh and Aaron.
Oh, a Patreon release video, yeah.
Yeah, and it was really fun. And we got finished, and we had just met, right? Like, so we hadn't really. Nobody knew. You just see each other. You're just faces, basically. And then we finished that little video, and we're like, wow, we're pretty good together. We should do this more often. And then we keep talking about doing a live stream together. We just haven't gotten around to it.
We do have some collaboration things going on, though. We are going to be on a podcast that records this weekend, and then it'll be in July.
If you didn't know.
Can we say who that's for? Do you think that they would mind? We're going to. Well, we won't say because we haven't gotten approval yet. And then we're going to be.
I was going to say, if you didn't know, I'm a bit of a chatterbox. So
I've noticed. And then we're going to be collaborating with Bourbon of the Week and at least once in the next month. And we're going to be collaborating with Marcus, the Bourbon Judge, twice in the next month and a half, I believe. So
he sent us some samples. We sent him some samples.
A lot going on. And we're actually choosing a barrel. Barrel picks, by the way. We're going to have to talk about this at some point. But
I feel like we're always talking about it, but we're close.
I think next week is the week that barrel picks will finally be available. Our first barrel pick, it's going to be phenomenal. And Patreons will get the first 24-hour access to it. And then from there on, it'll go to everybody else. It'll be on Shared Pour. So that's coming. Keep an eye on our Instagram.
I'm so excited.
Or actually, we're going to post it on YouTube. We'll do a quick video.
And we've said already what it is, right? So we can say what it is.
Go ahead.
Well, no, you go. Oh, it's Trails End 10.
Trails End 10.
And it's barrel strength.
Cask strength, yeah.
Cask strength, sorry. I don't remember what the proof is.
125.3.
125.3.
It may have gotten higher in proof since then.
And it's the first of its kind.
First of its kind, yeah. Nobody else has ever done a single barrel of that. And
Trails End obviously isn't a first of its kind, but at that proof point. So
it's phenomenal. It's one of the best whiskeys I've ever tried, and I'm not lying about that.
I'm so excited. Something a little bit different. And we love those guys. They've been big supporters of us as well, and we love supporting them. And
Hood River Distillery, Clear Creek Distillery, they've been great to us. Chasing Neat, thank you so much. Whiskey Corner as well. It's only a good road trip to Kentucky if your car is sagging in the rear from all the bourbon. Wendell would know. Absolutely.
Yeah, Wendell would know. Yeah.
Xavier wants to know if we tried Legent yet, and we have not. We have not been. That was on our underrated bourbon video. We've not tried it specifically because it's $50 here, and we know that it's $35 to $40 elsewhere.
Yeah, so we almost bought it the other day because so many of you brought that up.
Said it was underrated, but I think it's underrated because of the price, and we want to make sure that we're not overspending on it.
Yeah, and so Phil said, I think we can get this for $20 less somewhere else. So we are going to be in search of it.
Yeah, why not? David Babcock says that he talked to the folks at Ben South. And I assume that's Allison. We both agreed you guys need to try more scotch. Try the Dewar's 21-year sample, Julie. We have a bunch more when you come. Okay, so we just talked about this the other day.
We did. Yeah, I was going to say this is actually a great segue into the channel stuff, right?
Stuff, yeah.
Instead
talking
of us
about
just
stuff.
Flipping and flopping.
So as many of you know, a week ago, we brought back the
Whiskey in the Van Wednesday series.
Whiskey in the Van Wednesday, which I would do with Julie, but she's not around that much, and that's why we don't do it that often.
Sounds like I'm like,
well, you travel a lot for work, and you've got a lot going on, and basically we stopped doing it because it's tough for us to do serious whiskey reviews because we don't do a ton of research. We only know what we like. We can give our tasting notes, but it's not like we know that much about scotch. But I did tell Julie the other day that I've been buying a bottle of scotch basically when I run out, I get another one.
Yeah.
And we keep 1 to 2 on the shelf at any given time. And so when we get a bottle of that after we've had it open for a little while, I was saying like, well, maybe I'll start doing whiskey in the van Wednesdays with scotch. It's a thing that I can do because you're not crazy about scotch generally. You like it, but it's not your favorite thing.
I did say that it would be fun for me just to come in and I'll just be the silent actor.
Just doing faces.
Like the old timey silent where I'm just like doing weird faces. Then you could just guess if I liked it or not. And yeah.
Yeah. So we may start doing more scotch reviews for Whiskey and Van Wednesday, but they'll be like bonus videos. They're not going to be like replacing our other content really. Because we do catch a lot of pushback when we try to sneak into scotch videos generally.
I do have a little bit of FOMO when you get to taste something that I don't get to taste. I want to taste it too.
Do you want to do these videos with me?
I don't know. We'll see. But even
it's the indecisiveness that keeps us from having more content.
But but you know, you try stuff and you're like so excited, and then I like to just burst the bubble.
Yeah, that's fine. Somebody's got to keep me from getting too excited about things.
No, that's not true. But we have dabbled a bit in our little scotch journey, and I've been surprised by how much stuff I like. I've also been like, you know, very forthcoming about like I drank it here, and that's probably where it's going to end. Yeah. You know, like if it's like really hot.
Honest reviews. Yes. Thank you, BT. You are our newest member.
YouTube member.
Thank you for joining us. By the way, for those of you that don't know, we are having a giveaway tonight for every $5 super chat. For every $5 super chat, you are entered to win either this bottle of Old Forester Single Barrel Strength, this bottle of Elijah Craig A123, or a flight that includes those 2 whiskeys, as well as this Russell's 13 that's on the table, and all the other things that we're drinking here tonight. So it's the 2 bottles or a 2-ounce flight of all those whiskeys. So it's definitely something you want to take your shot at because it's a great giveaway.
Bill, I blew my socks off. Guaranteed I do remember saying that at some point, but like guaranteed that's something that I would say.
Here you go. Thank you very much, Rob. Appreciate it. Are you talking to me or Julie?
It's not me. I get my hair. I'm like a guy. Well, no, actually, you get your hair cut like pretty consistently. I
usually do. I haven't been able to get in for weeks.
I think I cut mine once or twice a year, and I cut it really short, and then I let it just grow really long, and then I cut it really short again. And I let it grow.
You look great no matter what. I'm the one that has to like stay on top of it because it gets away from me, man.
Yeah. We did have a friend over yesterday who it doesn't look like Phil, but is suspiciously looks like Phil.
He behaves like me.
Like in front, and whatever. And because Phil just got this haircut and they put some like pomade or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't use that stuff.
And so he smelled
I don't have
different.
a problem with it, but it's like as soon as it was in my hair, I was like,
oh yeah,
I smell like a wax figure.
Yeah, you smell like a spa. Like you came in and I was like, it smelled good, but the cat could not figure it out. And so our friend Ryan came into the house last night, and they like similar body type, similar everything. And Mavis like ran up to him, and I was like,
unfortunately for him, similar body type.
but Mavis was like, oh, there's my dad. Like it really felt like that. And then she looked at you and she like ran away. She was like so free.
She as I walked in, she was like the big eyes, and I was like, oh boy, she has no idea who I am.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jess. You are in for tonight. Also throwing first spiral.
Of course.
Ooh, Jesse Ivans to take a pour of that OFS BBS back there. That's what we're giving away tonight.
Oh boy.
We do have some back there.
It is strong.
We tried some a couple nights ago. We're like, is this still as good as we remember it? Is it a good giveaway? And oh man, it is.
Yeah, I took it's a good giveaway, which is true. Like we don't want it to be terrible. I took a sip and I was like, woo! And like I forgot that it was so proofy. 134. Yikes. All good stuff.
Canadian Chris says your advent tournament inspired me to share 24 samples with my whiskey friends. Oh. I'm glad we could inspire you to spread the love. Share the love.
One a day.
Share the love.
See, now you're turning into me.
Yeah.
You know? I love it.
It's scary stuff.
How are you looking over there?
Bob Glass is a new subscriber. Welcome. I'm done with 2 whiskeys already. How are you?
I'm also.
Do you want to drink the BTAC next?
Is that next in our little
or
proof
should we
journey?
go with our other the next one would be the other one on the table over there.
Well, then we should go with the other one.
Let's do the other one. It's been my favorite whiskey probably of all time.
Okay. You want to talk about it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, of course I do.
Like, that's one of the reasons we're I'll pour it, but
this might be the reason above all
that we're giving it away.
Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B520. This is the whiskey that awakened something in me.
And we don't have any of the like. I mean, we do have some of the earlier versions, but we don't go that far back.
B520
right?
is the oldest version that we have in the house, but we have every single version of it since. Because one of these days we're going to do like a 15 batch blind, and then we're going to take a nap on camera
for like 2 days.
Just going to sleep right here on the camera. We'll just forget to shut it off.
That would be funny.
Travis Jewell, thank you so much. Boy, we're way behind, aren't we?
That's okay. I feel like
Bill says that 50% of the subscribers in their living room are women. We're pretty far behind.
Did you say in their living room? In his living room? Perfect. I love
BT
it.
says, do you mind telling us the history of the channel? What made you decide to do this channel?
Good.
Great question. Matter of fact, I just told this story, so it's fresh in my mind.
Perfect.
Because we were interviewed by grad students from a college.
Which was really funny.
It was great.
Because
they had the best questions.
And the interviewer doesn't drink. Like, has never had whiskey before. So
like,
I thought that was really funny.
Like, I've never had a drop. I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
Feels good at interviews, by the way. Yeah.
It was great. It was super cool. But they want to know the history of it. The history of it is basically I used to spend a lot of time running. I had a spinal injury. We were in the pandemic. I needed a creative outlet. We had nothing going on. And I started monkeying around making a couple of videos. And Julie jumped in with me, and then I realized that it was a lot better with her around, and the rest is kind of history. It really got away from us. It was supposed to be a COVID project, and it turns out that people like it.
Yeah, no, it was just kind of to pass the time originally. We were watching a lot of Whiskey Tube. I mean, we talked earlier in the live stream that like a lot of stuff exploded, right? Because we didn't have anything to do, so we were all watching shows and all the good stuff, right?
Yeah.
And,
I'm still a big fan of, like, I think Mash and Drum for the education side of things and Bourbon Junkies for the goofiness.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that somewhere in the middle you'll find us.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We're not flipping bottles, but I also couldn't tell you.
Or maybe they're like over, because they're serious too. So maybe we're just like that, like weird uncle.
Right. Yeah, we're Mash and Drum. Like, we're not flipping bottles, but we also couldn't tell you Colonel Taylor's like family tree.
Yeah. I bet you they could tell you Colonel Taylor's family tree.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Thank you, Zach.
I do feel like we're like we've been expelled, from not excommunicated from the family. And so we're like that, the one kid is like, whatever happened to Phil and Julie?
Okay.
Those weird West Coasters.
The single barrel that we're getting ready to release, people are we're just getting up to those comments. So I'm sorry we're so far behind. Wendell says, remember us Michigan people, let us know when it's time. We will make sure that you get it.
Are we talking about this?
The single barrel that we're going to be selling.
Oh, gotcha.
Thank you very much to Paul P.
Mm-hmm.
Liz Crow.
What's
you know her?
I know Liz Crow.
Somebody get these guys a TV show.
Yeah.
Then we got to deal with like trying to like look nice.
So
for you, that's not a problem.
No. So I got to tell you a Liz Crow story right here because been a subscriber for a while.
Yeah.
New Patreon.
I'm gonna start sipping this.
Yeah, new Patreon for the Bourbon Van. But if you know us, we have a glass called the Julie Port. I started saying the Julie Port because I got like really ridiculous, and I would, pour.
There's your Julie Port at the top.
Obscene amounts of liquor into our glasses, and it just got ridiculous. I think somebody called it out once.
Got ridiculous in the best possible way.
But if you look at our end credits, there is a Liz Port TM. Because
that's a trademark.
We've been friends for a long time, and she really is the originator of the Liz Pour. So I'm giving full credit.
Yeah, hers is a red wine.
Yeah, that was a red wine thing because when you go to restaurants, sometimes they give you like this much in the glass, and then sometimes they give you this much, and we decided that was a Liz Pour.
It's the one and only time I've seen a wine glass filled to the brim.
To the brim, and it was awesome. So I'm somebody that likes to give credit, and so I'm giving credit there. People love Julie Pour.
Well, geez, we're just catching up to the scotches.
That's okay. You always feel bad. That's fine. That's because we're just chatting.
I know.
Oh, where's Mavis? She's in the bucket right now.
She's snuggling in the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gave her some treats to try to calm her down a little bit because she was biting screens. She was
she tried to bite right through your computer.
Yeah, running crazy. So we were trying to chill her out a little bit, and I think the treats put her to sleep.
Truman, congrats on 10K, longtime lurker from Washington State.
Thanks.
We are just scheduling a trip to Washington, actually.
Yeah.
Not that we need to schedule it; it's pretty close, but we will be up there soon.
We're just going there.
Thank you so much, and you are in for tonight's giveaway.
Thank you.
Likewise, Larry 3R. Is that supposed to Larry 3er? I think his name's 3er. I like to get to the etymology of things.
Maybe it's Larry. RRRY. That's not true. You are like good wordsmithing there on the etymology. I like that.
Stephen Meyer loves Eclipse, loves a 5-Sip Friday. Yeah, more of the adventures. Most of those wind up on Patreon, to be honest.
Yeah. What? Okay, so speaking of, we all fully know. We did say, like, are we going to ask each other what our favorite parts of the blow? I'm sure you guys have heard this a million times. Everybody knows I love 5-Sip Fridays. There's zero pressure in 5-Sip Friday. Like, I put pressure on myself, but it's just basically an excuse to go somewhere either nearby or not nearby. And it just helps us get out. It literally, like, we would go camping and do all stuff every weekend anyway, but, responsibilities, kind of push you not to. But
it's true.
With the origination of 5-Sip Friday, we're like, we have 5-Sip Fridays to do. What should we plan for this weekend? And it has really got out there. And so that's one of the reasons I really like it.
This is the first year that I want to do one from the summit of a mountain. I actually want to climb a mountain and do one up there. Yeah, and maybe we'll make that happen. Well, we'll see what goes on to your ruptured Achilles. I may need a ride up. I might need a lift.
Well, they have lifts.
That's true. Some
Not
of them
all
do.
of it at the top, and I actually think you can get fairly close.
Depends on the mountain.
Well, our mountain.
Our local mountain, yeah.
Yeah. Or you can sit like pretty close to the top and have a beer, and then I'll just wave at you from up top. I'll do a lone one.
I love this. Troy from Laura's Whiskey Channel from Baker Drinks. She's still at work. Well, cheers to Baker Drinks. If you're not watching Baker Drinks,
you should subscribe. You should.
Thank you very much, Michael Evans.
I love it. She gave us some very cool samples that I had never heard of.
Yeah, just barely getting into them.
Yeah.
Well, they're for you. They were your birthday treats.
I know, but I share.
You do.
I'm a sharer.
She's a good lady.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rebel. You are in the best whiskey tube couple. What do you think of that?
I like it.
Would you agree?
Totally.
Yeah.
It's all personal preference.
I prefer us.
I'm a free spirit. I laugh at everything. I do enjoy life a lot. So
look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real human of you.
Yeah. Real human.
Shredwood's in the house. Boyd Mason Lake in the house. High and tight. Yeah. That's how we do it. He asked me if I wanted a part. I said, sure, put it in there. What do you think? Did he do a good job? I think so.
The owner of my company was getting a haircut the other day, and he was very excited. I was like, oh, Phil's getting a haircut tomorrow. It must be haircut week, right? And I told him to do the vanilla ice. I told him to get the little...
Oh, the lines?
The lines that put in. He didn't.
He did do a competition.
Actually, I don't know if he did or not. I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming his wife would not like that.
Like I always wonder about
it would have been awesome.
I always wonder what would happen. Like the bourbon junkies, they have the poor guesses, and if they lose, they have to do something ridiculous.
Yeah. And
I always wonder, like, we couldn't do that because you'd be like, get the vanilla ice haircut, and then if I actually lost and I had to do that, you'd be like, you're not doing that.
No, I wouldn't care about that. But like guys always go all in. They're like, shave your head, and that's a no. Like we're not doing. We're at that age where am I gonna come back? Like
pierce your cheek.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
4-leaf whiskey in the house. Cheers to you.
I don't know if there's those two cats. I love them.
Katie says that she looks forward to us coming to Atlanta. She says if she wins, we have to deliver to Atlanta.
Challenge accepted.
Look at Lucy and Carl. Look how cute they are.
That would be really fun. I've only driven through. I've never been, and it's supposed to be like a super rad, super fun city.
Well, it's gigantic.
Well, that too.
So
I think
there's got to be something fun.
I think it just got put on the list of like the fastest growing or the
Atlanta,
and it's like New Hollywood too. I think I read that. Read all these weird things, but I feel like a lot more.
What are you reading? Like Barter Hordes is like cringing right now. Like
I know he's reading like literary stuff, and I'm just like, where are all the movies getting made?
He's like, you're not going to find that at the library.
Yeah, I think it's like people are going to Atlanta to film because it's easier to get stuff done there.
A lot of great recommendations here for scotches to try for you. So we're going to have to go through this chat at some point.
Yeah. I like
Aaron Quarter Cask. Yeah, agreed. Have it in a glass. Yeah. That's the last bottle I got.
Wait,
the Boti Quarter Cask.
Where is it?
I don't have any scotches on the shelf. Everything on the shelf is American right now.
Oh,
I did that intentionally because I wanted to like represent. Did I do a good job?
Well, I was gonna say in the recycling bin, I did see the empty, not the empty bottle, but like the canister or whatever of Aaron, and I forgot that we had that.
I opened it last week and
was
it's
it
phenomenal.
good?
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah,
Aaron, the Boti quarter cask, fantastic.
I feel like
we'll do a review of that.
I feel like a lot of this stuff. Hey, I was gonna say I feel like a lot of this stuff, location matters too. Like if I want to drink a scotch, maybe it needs to be like a little cool and a little misty and a little dark and moody versus like it's 90 degrees. Well, today it isn't, but I
don't care what it's doing. I like it. If it's good, it's good. Larry 3R from Three Rivers, by the way. We wouldn't have gotten that right. I feel like we might have even talked about that on a live stream before.
Wait, which one?
Larry 3R. That we were like, is his name Larry 3R? He said, no, I'm from Three Rivers.
Oh, no, we haven't talked about this. Well, I don't really. Three Rivers. Oh, Washington. Oh, nice. I had to think back.
Oh, there you go.
Bob Long.
Bob Long, thank you so much.
I don't know why I thumbs up, but hi, Bob.
I did see a question about where our single barrel is coming from. It's Trails End 10, which is a Hood River Distillers Clear Creek Distillery bottle. It's Kentucky whiskey that gets finished in Oregon oak. Our bottle will be 10 years aged. It'll be cask strength, 125 point something proof, and it's delicious. And we hope that it's going to be it's going to be on Shared Pour next week, we believe. I don't have a guarantee on that because it has to get across the country yet.
We do, we're excited. We're just as excited as everybody else.
And what's just as exciting is on the tail end of it, there's a lot more stuff coming.
We've got some ideas.
We've got some samples in house. And more on the way. Yeah. A lot going on around here. And we're very excited to share that stuff. We're just not ready to do it yet.
Do you know what I think is so funny? Is that Phil used to be, he still is super into running. Obviously, he can't right now with the injury.
I can barely move.
But like a few years ago, our only trips, and I think this was before we actually had the van. So
certainly before the channel.
Yeah. And definitely before the channel. Our only trips were always to races. And then I was like, we gotta stop. Like the only time we ever do anything is like when we go to these blooming races, right? Like whatever.
Blooming.
And Family Channel.
Yeah, that's a young person's phrase right there. All the kids are saying blooming.
So, anyway, and then this year, I realized that most of our trips are based around like, let's go pick a single barrel. Let's go do like.
What else are we gonna do?
We made plans, and then we did the meetup, and then we're gonna do this whiskey extravaganza,
the Wine Country Whiskey Trail.
Yeah, in July-ish, July or August, something.
It's
and
July
then, so we're kind of back. We've kind of gone from like the healthy vacations to like the drinking vacations, which I don't actually mind.
Yeah, you never complained before.
Yeah.
Zebra says 5 6 Friday is definitely my favorite. Most reviewers are afraid to do completely blind tastings, and I will say I've started adding that to the description of these videos. It's the most honest blind tastings you'll ever see because we literally have no idea what's going on. And
as we say, we're usually wrong anyway. So
usually.
I think this season so far has been super fun. If you haven't watched some of our videos, you should, and you should definitely check out tomorrow's because we're releasing one tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow's it's my favorite 5 6 Friday of the year so far.
Yeah. So check it out tomorrow if you don't do anything else, and then maybe you should work. Maybe you should.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Take the day off. Skip your work.
Take the day off. Really
you have Bourbon Van gives you permission. Take the day off.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just really fun, and I get to try. I think the cool part is that we're interacting. Like these are all Patreon people. Our Patreons have sent us these samples, and there's so much stuff we can't get here.
Totally.
And sometimes it's things that are familiar, and then sometimes I just shake my head and
yeah.
You're like, how are we supposed to get this?
The crazy thing is a lot of the samples that we get are things that we see other channels talking about quite a lot.
Yeah.
It just they don't sell it here.
Yeah.
We have no idea. Speaking of Penelope Toasted, Jim Bandy wants to know if we've tried it. No. We sure haven't.
But if I've learned anything about toasted products, wow, this is really good. Sorry, this tasted like Bubblicious grape all of a sudden. Nice. ECBP. Not the one that you're getting, but
so good. Yeah, A123 though, very, very good.
Shoot, I went off the rails on that one because I got struck by the deliciousness of this bourbon.
Blinded by the tastiness.
Blinded by the tastiness. So I don't remember what I was going to say. I'm sure it was just thrilling.
Joe wants to know if we'll review 7-year Knob Creek rye. Is that different than the regular Knob Creek rye? I actually don't know anything about it. Somebody let us know.
But
I certainly haven't seen anything like that.
But do we have a Knob Creek 7-year? Because
I've never even heard of it. I have no idea.
Oh,
I don't even know if they sell it here in Oregon.
I never know what's on the shelf.
DK wants us to come to Atlanta too, so we're gonna have to go.
I feel like there's a lot of people. There's a couple people in Florida.
Georgia's a big state for us. There's a lot of Georgians out there.
Yeah. And we know we have to come to the Carolinas.
Yes. The East Coast in general. We've got a lot to do. The Southeast, yeah, we better get over there.
I guess I got to quit my job. Oh, I hope nobody from my work
we're
is watching.
We're planning a major winter trip this year to do the Highway 10 all the way across the country and then head up.
Not this year. But
at the end of this year.
Yeah.
And then head north from there. So that takes you to the East Coast.
Yeah.
Stephen Meyer says, you all talked about OGD and I finally bought some. I like the Bonded better than the 114. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What video? Sorry.
I don't know what video that was.
Did we just release?
I don't know. We talk about it all the time though.
No, we just did a
underrated bourbons.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
I'm trying to think of the orders of like the things that go out. Yes, I agree. I think OGD Bonded by far is by far my favorite. I actually don't know if I particularly are one way or the other on all the other ones. For me, it's only the Bonded.
There is a bottle that we try on Monday's video coming up that could be a new daily drinker for us on the outside of OGD Bonded. We'll have to do them head to head. I'm really curious about it now.
Oh yeah, we did. Sorry, I was trying not to give anything away if we hadn't released a video, but on Monday we released the Old Forester 1920s blind.
Oh, this previous Monday, yeah.
Yeah, and OG and 114 was in that.
It was.
That's why I was trying not to like give it away. If anyway, Bonded.
Barter says he's staying off the bike in sympathy with my injury. You don't have to do that. Liz Crow says you should have a blooming onion, by the way.
So Barter's just like me. I was any excuse not to do it, to do the activity. I was like, oh, Phil can't run. I guess I gotta eat bonbons and drink whiskey too.
All the sympathy hangouts. Like as soon as I realized I couldn't run anymore, like I changed my diet. I was like, well, I can't eat like an ultra runner anymore. I gotta like start paying attention, like try and lose some weight. But you just quit exercising altogether and joined me on the diet.
I was like, oh, I could go for a run today. But that would just make Phil feel bad. So I'm not going to do that.
I love it. Here's a good question for you because this is I don't do this. You do. I have joined you in watching a few things, but I don't follow anybody that's a van lifer.
So I love and don't love. I love and don't love a lot of channels.
I do and I don't.
Yeah, because there's things that happen that you're like kind of annoyed, but I am like obsessed with like other countries and like people that travel there and what you can do. Because of course we're all like, is dreamist a thing? Not realist, but like we always want to dream. Like I want to do all this stuff. Anyway, so
a dreamist.
If you're looking for like really beautiful,
stop hitting the table.
Oh, sorry. If you're looking for beautiful content, Bound for Nowhere is somebody that I follow. I'm not particularly thrilled with the narration portion of it, but the photography and the videography is so spectacular, and they tell like a genuine story. Like it's usually like 14 episodes. It's like in a place, like you get really inundated. So I love, like, I think it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I would just watch if they just did the photography and the videography of all these beautiful places.
This is
the one that does the truck camping.
Is it Bound?
And then the one that went to Alaska. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went to Alaska, and then now they're doing, I think, the States, but I haven't really caught up with that. But they
actually seem like they'd be fun to hang out with.
Super fun to hang out with. Owen
seems like a good dude. He's solid.
Yeah. He reminds me of like, you're always like, why do you always talk to strangers? And I feel like he probably feels that way about his wife too. Like, always interacting with like random people. I just want to stay.
This sounds so unfamiliar.
Yeah. So I think you should check them out. We also do like I watched this what is it, Karen Nate or whatever, but I'm like 4.
Oh, you like Karen Nate.
Yeah, but I'm like 4 years behind. Like
that's right.
I think they're recent content. I think they're just doing basically like
we were given a boat.
I rented a yacht or something, and I don't want to watch any of that. But
maybe when we get to 100K, we'll be interested in that.
Yeah, but I think I'm still like 3.5 years behind. So they're traveling in like 2018 or something like that, but they're doing 100 countries. Yeah. So I'm only watching them until they check off that country list, I think.
Yeah.
Because then I think they start like getting a little fancy with like.
I've seen a couple of their things. They're like their Holy Trip with like the color festival in India. That looked cool. But I don't really watch any of that stuff. But those are the ones that I've seen that I like.
Yeah.
That you watch.
There's a lot of stuff that I started watching during the pandemic, which is now really old. So like I could tell you what they were, but you'd have to like go back because the new content is not the same as the old content.
Yeah.
Fair. Anyway.
Good question. Thank you.
Good question. I love talking travel. So if anyone wants to ever talk travel,
Donnie Davis and his Black Cat. By the way, Donnie Davis, winner of was it our second Advent tournament? He won a bottle of Smoke Wagon. And
wait, for real?
Yeah, he actually gifted us a bottle of Wilderness Trail, a single barrel that we have yet to get into, I believe.
How is that possible? Because we.
Oh no, we've been into it.
Yeah, I was like, that's not possible that we have a Wilderness Trail on our thing.
That's one that we need to get in touch with. Wilderness Trail. Would love to do a single barrel with them.
I'm going to put this out there for everyone to know. Black cats, apparently the least adoptable, which is crazy. My favorite. I mean, we had a black and white. Mavis, obviously our favorite cat right now, not whatever. But
she picked us though.
But compared to like, she's an energetic girl. She's just like her ma. She's
a different animal entirely.
she's not the chill black and white that we used to have. That's for sure.
Brent says we did have Penelope toasted. That was a long time ago, Brent. How would I remember that?
Brent, I can't remember what I was drinking last week. Remember?
No, he's right. I do recall that now.
Yeah.
David Babcock's got to run. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks to everybody that joined us tonight.
Yes.
Always. And we are, of course, giving away 2 bottles and a flight tonight. The Barrel Strength Old Forester that I helped pick, my very first one and the last of its kind, and Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A123, and also a flight of all the things that we're enjoying tonight.
Was I out of town for that?
Yeah.
Why did you pick the?
I went to the liquor store and you didn't.
Yeah, that checks. Well, now that Phil can't drive right now.
Now we're going to liquor store.
I feel
together. Couples that go to the liquor store together
stay together. Exactly. I'm doing all these errands, and there's something about not doing all of these errands, but like I realize how much stuff like Phil, he's like, I'm gonna go do this, we're gonna do that, and I'm just working.
It's
away.
almost like I'm an individual human,
yeah,
who has his own goals and hopes and dreams.
But I realize that retail shopping, which is like. It is probably negative on my list. Like even when I was a kid, like I just hate, like I am an online or bust. Like I don't want to walk into a store.
I'm not going to try on a shirt.
But like liquor stores are like super fun.
Yeah.
And it's like cool to look around. But even walking in the stores, I'm like, I immediately lose about I'm like Mario Brothers. I went from here to like, I lost all my lives. I'm like one mushroom away from dying. Isn't that how that works? One up? Isn't it? It was
one mushroom away from dying. There's your Judaism for the night. I hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you very much, JRod25X. You are in for the giveaway tonight.
I love it.
The Bound for Nowhere truck is available for sale, Liz says.
I saw that. Oh, see?
Look at here, another Ogre Lounge in the house.
Hey!
Cheers, and thank you, Eric. You are in. Thank you so much for joining us, even for a little while.
Yeah. Everyone's welcome all the time, or none of this, just for.
Should we just
2
keep an
seconds?
open live stream going 100% of the time in case we walk
should
by?
not do that.
Should be like the Truman Show.
You would just see the cat just being like, and then start biting the screen, which actually probably would get a lot of likes.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like a couple of weeks before you got injured, I was like, I'm in this. We're going to do this. Like I lost all my marathon training. I'm going to start running again. I'm going to be good.
Onyx looks like such a sweetheart.
And then Phil got injured and I was like, well, I guess I'm not doing that race in October anymore.
I hope to be racing in October. Why would you not? That's crazy.
I love it.
Stephen Meyer says, let's go 100K. Everybody doesn't want us to stop. They want us to keep on going hard.
We were asked today, because of course we were at the liquor store, and we were asked today when we were going to pop the bottle of the Michter's that when we went to Kentucky a few years ago, we got a special bottle. Like we went and poured our own.
I love that we filled it ourselves and we recorded it and never did anything with it. Like the people that do that on Instagram, it'll be a story. It'll be a reel.
It gets you 100,000 subscribers.
And they'll repost the story, the reel, and the post over and over and over and over again. We've never once shared it, I don't think.
I think at the time, like, I don't remember what it cost, like $125 or something. Was it that kind of what it cost? Do you
Yeah,
remember?
I think the bottle was 120 or something
Yeah,
like that.
and at the time it was such an obscene amount of money. Like I felt like
Yeah,
it
it's
was
absurd.
like I really didn't fully understand how expensive bourbon drinking is, and I was like, that's crazy. But we're gonna do it. We're only here once. Bourbon van, yay! And we put it up there, and now it just sits there. And he's like, "What are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna open that tonight?" Like one of the people asked, "Like, what are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna open it tonight?" I go, "No, that's our farewell." We decided at this point, like, if we crack that bottle, like that's our farewell. We're out of here.
Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories, exactly.
Barter wants to know what's the Ogre Lounge. Ogre Lounge is a group of folks. A lot of them were at our Bull Run Distillery meetup. So
I am curious
that
if it's just like
Friday.
I'm curious if it's like I didn't ask this question and I should have when we met. Like, is it somebody's basement, like mom's basement?
I assume it's carpeted.
Or do they have like a weird open the door speakeasy kind of like
I have to assume that it's carpeted.
I hope that it's carpeted. I hope that it's like a creepy, we probably shouldn't be walking downstairs, but we are going to do it anyway kind of situation.
Yeah, one of these days we'll get up there.
Yeah.
All cats are awesome. I agree with Katie.
Yeah. So, as you know, we love talking cats here. We have a vole.
Here we go.
Oh,
Here
sorry.
we go. The real info coming through.
Yeah.
No carpet. It's a bit of a shame.
Carpet. Come on.
Is it an actual place or a group? Well, there you go. It's a group of individuals that we had so much fun hanging out with them.
Fun. Yeah. They were part of our surprise 5-Sip Friday. Not surprise, but like surprise. The mystery whiskey 5-Sip Friday that we had. Gosh, it's at least 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
3 Fridays ago.
Yeah, that crew is fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, but I was going to say about the cat. So we have a vole, which I never heard of, which is kind of like a
VOLE.
VOLE, which is kind of like a
it's like a rat. It's a rat mole.
Yeah, it's like a mole or a whatever. I don't know. He digs holes, whatever. One of those animals.
Not my favorite.
Anyway, we have quite the collection of cats in the neighborhood, and they like to come into our yard, which is funny. I think because for a while we didn't have a cat. Yeah. So like you'd go outside and our neighbor's cat's always over, which we love her. And then there's just like random cats in the neighborhood that like straddle the fence area. And today I was sitting outside working and I just hear squealing from all over and it's the cat that sits on the roof because cats are awesome and they do that. And she was just like tracking down and I thought maybe she got this guy, which is good because I'm almost positive that it's like dug a hole from the neighbor's house all the way underneath our house.
It comes right next to the house and then it goes through the foundation.
The
house is in a great shape. We have a lot of whiskey, but the house itself is falling apart.
So I thought kind of it got, and then I was feeling like really guilty because I love all animals. So I was like, oh, I hope that cat didn't kill that thing, even though like we don't really want it.
Even though it's doing damage to the house and driving our own cat crazy.
And then today I was like, I think it's gone. And I looked out the window and that stupid little bull's little head was just like looking in the window at Mavis, like taunting.
Yeah, she doesn't like it.
Anyway, long story. Sorry. We just lost all of our viewers on that story.
Thanks for that. All right. That's the end of the ECBP for the night, except for somebody's going to win a 123 bottle by the end of the night. Again, a $5 super chat gets you an entry for Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A123 or Old Forester Single Barrel Strength 134.2 proof or a flight of those 2 bottles and all the other things that we're drinking tonight, 2 ounces of each.
I think it's time.
It's time for some BTAC. Julie cork popped this thing at the top of the hour or at the top of the show.
Do we call this a show? I guess we do.
I call it a show. Doesn't this feel like a show?
I have to say, the thing that I do like about, I like a lot of stuff about bourbon, but I like that it doesn't go bad.
Yeah.
It's not like milk.
Well, you leave it in the sun, it'll go bad.
7 days. You got 7 days to drink this down. Well, I guess if you leave it in the sun. But like that's old. 3 years now.
Yeah. Still good.
Still delicious.
Just want to tell you what we're drinking right now. This is the first BTAC bottle we have ever opened. The Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. Thomas H. Handy Sazerac Straight Rye Whiskey, 130.9 proof. This is the batch that came out in 2022, I believe. Mm-hmm. I don't really know much other than that.
Like we said,
it's beautiful.
You don't come here for the whiskey knowledge.
Yeah, you guys ever heard of BTAC? Cheers, congrats.
Cheers. Yeah, congrats to you.
Thank you.
Congrats, thank you. Not congrats, but like thank you.
This is a congrats to everybody that's been a
Yeah.
part of this thing.
Actually, it is a congrats to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, this smells like something. I gotta drink some water. I haven't done that yet.
Do that.
In an hour and a half.
That's got a proof-tastic nose.
Mhm.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm reading this over the comments.
Yeah, this is everybody will join us on Julie chapter 3 verse 4.
Totally.
That's what I like about bourbon. It isn't milk. Amen.
I feel like maybe that should be our clickbait. We're really bad. Besides
terrible at thumbnails. The thumbnails are always like, "Do you like whiskey?" Click.
Besides being like very unpromoted, like self-promotion, doing very minimal.
We are extremely unpromoted. That's accurate.
Phil that too, but Phil's always like, we got to do better with our thumbnails, be more not clickbaity, but basically
time. A lot of times I make it like the morning that I upload it, like.
And it's true. Like I've watched all these other videos, and there's always like some random pose.
I almost took a sip of this. I got to be good.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Like I was like, that seems weird. We're just gonna say like, we like this whiskey.
Yeah,
watch it.
We're terrible at it. Westward single malt whiskey, absolutely. It's delicious. It is one of our favorite single malts. It's in Seattle. We have the Kraken bottle, which we are going to be tasting on a podcast very soon. Because the brewery that's across the street from them made a millet wine that they aged in a Westland barrel. And so we have that beer as well. So we're going to do it side by side with that whiskey, with the beer, and then we drink a lot of it. So you know that we actually like. Well, we have to get the new version of it. There's a new version for season 2, and the Kraken did great this year, so we have to celebrate that. But then the barrel that they used to put the beer in is now gone back to Westland, and they're finishing some whiskey in it, so it gets better and better. Nice. Sorry, I'm just trying to break any bottles here. That should be a shirt. We can put that on a shirt. Brand new store, by the way. Go to thebourbonvan.com and click on any of the links to go to the new shop. We had to spread. I'm pumped. I am too, because with our other printers, it was just getting sort of outrageously priced, and actually like didn't have as many options. And now we've got new hats out there. We've got mugs, which we've never had before, and we've got a ton of different colors for our shirts, sweatshirts, shirts, tank tops, all sorts of things we never had before. So go to thebourbonvan.com and visit our store. Got bourbon? Hey, so what do you think about this? So let's talk about the nose. So let's do this like we were doing a video. We actually have to taste this proper? Yeah. You can't just be like, that's good. Because I pretend like I mean, we are pretty off the cuff. Like a lot of, there's a cat. She's doing the full claws into my legs right now. Oh, that feels great. Yeah. So this nose, it almost is appley. It's peppery. Very sweet. But there's a nice oak presence. It's pretty rich oak. I feel like this must be well aged. I have a spreadsheet. We should have at least read about it. I have a spreadsheet. What am I doing? I know. I feel like we should have at least read about it. That's how. Let me bring up the spreadsheet here. And the we is you, because it's obviously never going to be me. Buffalo Trace. I like that we're risking going to a different screen right now, because last time we did that, we just closed on the window. And then everyone's like, we worried for a bottle. 6 years and 4 months is how long this one was aged for, which seems quite young compared to the nose on this. I would have guessed way more well-aged. Do bourbon van raincoats for the Pacific Northwest. We should. The research van. Somebody else could be the research van. That's the van that follows us. They're like, like there's always the people that film, and then there's the people that like do. That tornado movie you like? Yeah, it's like, oh, Twister. Fun story about Twister. Saw that in 6th grade on a date with Al Steenstra, and he lived three houses down from me. We had lived. Is he famous now? Should people know who he is? Yeah, we lived together. We lived like basically on the same street since I was 1 year old, and we went on one date. Saw Twister in 6th grade, so it's not really a date, but like went on one, saw Twister. It's a date. Loved the movie, and then realized it was basically like.
Yeah, even at 6th grade, we're like, yeah,
That's what we did at our wedding.
We've known each other
When
too
we got
long.
married, they're like, you can kiss the bride.
You're
And
like,
we were like,
yeah.
done. Deal.
Cameron never wants to see you. Yay!
Oh, big kisses for Mavie.
She wants to be part.
By the way, she's got a nickname. We call her Nuggy because she's a nugget. We call her Nugget.
Grumble cakes, because
Grumble
she can't
Cakes.
do anything without grumbling.
And we call her Nuggy Smalls. And
Nuggy
so that's going to be a
Smalls.
t-shirt and sticker soon.
Yeah. Nuggy Smalls.
What would you compare this nose to?
Oh.
Oh, boy, it's a really strong nose. That's going to be tough. I would say
This is a rye, right? Because all of a sudden I got
reminiscent of a few things.
I actually forgot, and then all of a sudden was getting a little black licorice now.
Yeah.
Which screams rye to me.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know. Maybe where are you going? Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
She's hanging off the back of the computer chair. She's a psycho.
Come on.
Honestly, it's almost like there's a little bit of Michter's, there's a little bit of Frey Ranch.
Oh, funkiness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is interesting because it's a big brand, of course, but it has the nose of a craft whiskey, this one.
So I'm interested to see what the palate's gonna be like. So this is a rye. I just stopped at a full sentence.
I was waiting for you.
I know, but I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. I like the nose. Let's drink it.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry.
Happy 10,000. Happy first BTAC ever. I mean, we've had some BTACs, but we've never opened one before.
Well, this is our first that we've owned.
Yeah.
I know. I like that.
Okay.
Oh, that's proofier than I thought it was going to be. Oh,
I heard you swallow that like a solid 10 seconds before I swallowed mine.
Oh, there was watermelon.
That's cherry and tobacco. Oh, there is some watermelon candy there. Ooh, that coat's nice. That finish is never going to go away.
I got distracted because I forgot. What is the proof on this? 130?
130 something.
Yeah, I got distracted on that because I didn't realize. I mean, I realized, but didn't realize. Ooh.
Kevin's going to start the East Coast version, Bourbon Storm Chaser Van. That's Kevin Smith. That's the Kevin Smith. I'm sure of it. I love your movie Clerks.
Yeah.
Baker Drinks is home. We're talking about all the goodies that she gave to Julie for a birthday gift. And look at that, a Julie pour to catch up. That's doing it right there. By the way, did everybody subscribe to Baker Drinks yet?
Yeah. See, again.
Look at that. My wife and I love you guys. We love to hear that. We love to know that everybody loves it. But like when people say they love watching the channel, they like watching. Well, I'm saying when they say that, and they say like my wife tolerates you guys, I think that's great.
Tolerate,
because that's usually what they're actually saying.
We do,
but that's very nice to hear.
We do get a lot of. I watch a lot of Whiskey Tube, and
do you?
No, we get a lot of comments. Like I watch a lot of Whiskey Tube, and my basically like don't want to watch that, but she'll watch you guys, and I like that. That makes me happy.
I assume it's all you.
Maybe, probably.
Wow, this is great. If you like tobacco, that's what this is. And by the way, this 2 ounces of this will be included in the flight that gets gifted out tonight at the end of the night. Ooh, that's delicious.
So that first initial sip was a lot of watermelon. Now
there is watermelon candy there.
Now there's really nice oak. I'm getting definitely rye spices. Like there's some nice baking spices. I'm not getting a ton of tobacco though. I know you're getting. There's a hint of tea and really nice oak. Did I say that already?
Geez, your tasting notes are fantastic. I don't have to even think. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy.
Am I making sense or am I not making sense?
All the things that you're saying are in here.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's really tasty whiskey.
My brother-in-law always tells me.
I hate to say it, but that's great.
Yeah, my brother-in-law always tells me that he thinks I'm just making stuff up, and I. To be fair, I'm not making it up, but we sometimes read what actually it's supposed to taste like. And we're like, yeah, we were totally off on that one, but that's what I tasted.
That's the 5 Sip Friday way.
But I feel like these are legit notes. I try to be legit.
I never think of tea, but you're a tea drinker, and then when you said tea, absolutely, it's there. It is. I swear, I can't believe that this is only 6-7 years old.
Ooh, spearmint.
It seems like it's aged way longer than that.
Now there's spearmint.
A hint of mint. Yeah, I guess it would be spearmint. I don't like spearmint, but I still like this.
Mm-hmm.
Here, do you want to know
It's
the tasting
fresh.
notes on this?
Oh, is there on there?
Bouquet of pepper and
You said
clove
pepper.
and wonderful
Baking
flavors,
spices?
including citrus and candied fruit.
That's it?
They might be talking about something else.
Oh, I was like, you said pepper, and then I said baking
It
spices.
is awfully good, though. This is a special bottle. This is tasty.
I like that one.
This is okay.
Are you trying to hide?
Well, I was like, why something was off center?
Yeah.
And it was the bottle. My bad.
All right. So
Daniel, thank you very much. You are in Skip Rock Distilling.
Washington.
Mark it on the calendar or on the map.
Where?
Because calendars don't have maps.
Where do you think that is in Washington?
Skagit County.
Really?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's like a place.
It's a guess.
Yeah. No, that's still a place outside of Snohomish County on your way to the San Juans.
Look at here, Bill with a very modern phrase.
It's my jam.
We still say it.
I feel like
but we're not kids. So Bill's right.
Yeah. Oh. I saw something the other day that was like, somebody said something about 30 years ago, and I thought they were talking about 1976, and they were talking about 1996.
Skip Rock is in Snohomish, who you know very well.
Perfect.
There was something else that I saw that I wanted to address. Oh, you guys are talking about Stranahan's. The higher the proof, the better. Stranahan's single barrels are some of the very best single malts I've ever had. And I'm pretty young in my journey on those, but I am a fanatic for their single malts.
Yep.
How high up in the rick house is Handy kept, I wonder?
Do you think it says?
No.
Oh. End of story.
In
Just
1869, Handy's friend and boss, John Schiller, died. And now you know more about...
What?
That's what it says. It doesn't tell me much about the whiskey, but now you know a little bit more about that.
You can tell this is old because there's a lot of words.
It took him 6 years to write it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now they're like, attention span is like 4 sentences max. Like,
there's no way you're going to make it through there. Also, look at the font on that. You're not going to get through the first sentence.
It's very small. And I've had 4 whiskeys already.
Let's go ahead and get your readers.
I don't have readers. I'm not allowed. I got too much weird stuff happening with my eyes. But you're right.
We're going to do this channel until Julie can't read the bottles anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, look at here. It's another brand new Patreon, CPA Whiskey in the house. Welcome.
Welcome.
Wendy says she's raising a new glass to us too. Cheers with an Orchard House. That's the, what is that brand?
You're looking at me.
They do all the different scotches. They do different ones all the time. I'm going to think of it. I'm going to get it.
Don't look at the.
I'm not going to look. Victoriana was one, I think. There was.
Are we looking for regions or are we looking for brand?
There was another one that was like Hedonist or something like that. Compass Box.
Oh, Wendy, Compass Box? Ah,
boom.
Yeah! Before we read it. High five. Nice.
I was really loud into the microphone. Sorry for those of you wearing headphones right now. Wow, this whiskey's real good. It's real strong though. Like this one, I can feel like that.
It could be the other ones too. Oh, Bourbon.
Victoriana's Glen Scotia. That's right. Okay. Hedonism is the one I was thinking of. Love Boat Captain in the house. Cheers. Thank you.
Is it hedonism? That's a Scotch, but hedonism, that's a hot sauce place. Hedonism.
The Hedonist.
Oh,
yeah, where we get our hot sauces from. We still have to do our chicken wing video. We've been sitting on version 2 of our hot ones video.
So what's funny? No, it's not funny. Sorry, I always do that. It's not a funny story.
Sounds hilarious.
We did a hot wings one, hot ones, wings, whatever.
I think it was July 2021.
Long time ago, right?
Been a minute.
And then we just saw Whiskey Row do one for the auction, which was awesome. And he was like dying, which makes me laugh. Which reminded me,
Whiskey Row was funny.
Yeah, which reminded me of Phil dying. And we've been talking about doing like a backup. We haven't been watching that show as much as possible, like as much as we used to.
Yeah.
But I always thought that was just a hilarious video, but people hated it.
The cat is trying to destroy the microphone cable at the moment. So if you lose us, that's what's going on, and we will figure it out.
Absolutely fine. But people didn't like that hot ones, and I thought it was hilarious
It
because
didn't get any views, and I put it on like our favorites playlist because I was like, that's a great video.
because I thought that because I was eating them and like looking at you like, what's wrong with you? These are fine, and you were dying.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do.
I've never eaten so much sherbet as I did after that video.
Should we go like
do it right now?
I was gonna say have the whiskey row on, and we'll do like couples hot ones.
I mean,
because David was
us.
Like dying, like he was dying.
But
more
we
than
have a
you were
5 Star
dying.
Friday from a couple of different folks, but we got one from Eric Gunderson. We get Gunderstruck while we're having our hot wings,
which I feel like is the only appropriate.
It's the only way to do it. Yeah. We're gonna have to get some rock music on that one, I think.
What do you mean get some rock music?
Well, like we usually do like different types of music, but I think that one's got to be like something a little more intense.
Yeah.
Gunderstruck.
By the way, I like the music you chose today.
Did you?
And the opening scene.
Thank you. We'll play it again before we sign off.
We'll
How's
play
that
it.
sound?
Yeah,
I might just upload it as a regular video.
Yeah.
So you can relive all the stupidity.
We're just into it. Yeah.
Keith in the house sipping a Russell's Reserve 10. Cheers to you. Lucked into a bottle of Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye this week is Nathan Clark. That sounds great. Yeah, no Christmas vacation cat here. I think it's time to start counting down the giveaway.
Yeah, do we want to do 6:45?
I was going to say 7.
Oh, 7. Okay.
7 o'clock our time. That's 19 minutes exactly from right now.
Okay.
We will draw the winners.
You drink another drink.
Yeah, effectively.
Like
let's have. I mean, look, how often does the Bourbon Band stick around for 2 hours on a live stream? Doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
Let's do something fun tonight. Let's have some fun. Let's make it special.
I actually think the last time that we did that was
It's probably one of our first streams because we were like, I don't know what we're doing.
It might have been our anniversary or a 5,000 subscriber or something. But I remember I was like
off the rails
7 drinks in, or like it was like something like I woke up the next day and I said, we cannot do that again. Because I remember talking to Josh and Aaron of
Stuff and Whiskey.
Stuff and Whiskey and being like, you're about to hit X amount of subscribers. Don't do what we did. Don't do what we did, which was like
they're way out in front of us now.
Which was like drink way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why they have more subscribers, because they manage themselves better on live streams. They
probably do manage themselves better. I get real carried away. Phil today he was like, I go, don't forget your bubbly. You like bubblies. We have water, whatever. And he goes, I think I'm gonna have a couple because I always run out of the water and then I just start drinking a lot more bourbon.
Hydrating with whiskey.
Yeah, hydrating with, and I was like, oh, that's a good point. And I did that. I mean, I was 3 drinks in before I decided to have water, which is not really unusual for me, but not the 3 drinks in, but just the lack of water.
Right. I remember one of our first streams, we both got up, took some time off camera, went to the bathroom. We were just wandering around we'll be back.
I do feel like
we don't do that anymore.
I do feel like I could go to the safari and be fine. I drink so little water on a regular basis.
Safari. I was like, what's she talking about?
In the middle of the desert, I drink so little water that I feel like you would be dying because you drink the appropriate amount, and I drink less than that. All right.
Barter says that Josh gets so tipsy on live streams, and Aaron is over it.
Oh, no.
Bill Becker says your first live stream turned into a slumber party for us.
Was it our very first one?
Probably.
Jeez, I gotta go back and look at that one. That's funny.
Whiskey Punkard wants to know. This is a good question here because I actually saw this on.
Ask some questions.
I saw this on Reddit earlier today.
I'm really bad at answering questions.
Do you ask other questions? Do you drink from other glasses? And we got these Kentucky Bourbon Trail glasses recently.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can actually see the bottom of it there.
Probably not. Let's hold it up next to this one so you can see how. This is the one I called bulbous last time.
It's nice and heavy. I love these glasses, and we only keep a few on hand for in-person events at the moment. Because our glass has just gotten insane. So we don't even have any glasses that you can order right now. But I love drinking out of this glass. It's it's my favorite glass. If I'm doing a tasting, it's a Glencairn. Yeah. Otherwise, I have a Boulevardier glasses that we like to use for camping that we sip out of. And then this one when I'm in the house just drinking.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times when we're trying to not be serious, but if it's a serious whatever, we'll drink out of the Glencairns, right? We're trying to nose the glass, taste it. Yeah, if it's a tasting, we'll do it. But generally,
did you finish this?
Yeah. But generally, like we have some like really nice glasses. Like I think we bought a few glasses for our anniversary one year that are just like big, almost like cocktail. Like we put our old fashions in it. But I like drinking just like if I'm sitting watching a movie, whatever. I like drinking just out of just like a big, chunky, heavy. It's not real crystal, but like that fake crystal glass. Maybe it's
Cat just
real.
clawed at me.
Yeah, she hates you.
Yes.
She loves Bill.
Liz says you guys are crazy. Something should be done immediately. Thank you so much, Liz. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Bye, Liz.
Ruby says Julie's a camel, and I've said that many times.
Yes, he has. That's a true story.
David Babcock is back. He came back.
We've been on so long that he did whatever he needed to do.
Yeah.
Circled the globe and came back.
The brand of this glass is literally called Kentucky Bourbon Trail. It's a Kentucky Bourbon Trail glass.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not tasting it. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it.
Hello, Jessica Woods. Welcome.
Welcome.
So we are going to do the giveaway. It is just over 14 minutes from now, and it's going to be an Old Forester single barrel strength, Elijah Craig barrel proof A123, or the flight of those two whiskeys and all the other things we drank tonight, 2 ounces of each of them.
So I know we said we're going to stick around. We still have 15 minutes.
Yep.
That's ages.
It feels like a long time.
Ages.
How in the world are we going to keep this thing going?
My cheeks are all pink right now because I've been having such a good time. It is warm in here.
It's because you're having a good time.
Yeah, it's warm in here. But earlier today, I said, what are we going to drink tonight? We want to do something special, which we did. And I feel like everything we drank tonight was really special. Like the Russell's 13, that's really special.
Yes.
The B520 has a special story. Like we did stuff. But earlier today, you said, I really want to drink that Michter's barrel strength.
Oh, the rye.
Yeah. Wait, the rye, or I thought it was the bourbon. I thought it was the one we had.
No. It's this guy here. This rye.
Is that what you want?
Well, that's what you want. It's awfully good.
You said it. You said Michter's earlier today. No.
Yeah, I suggested that was a great whiskey that we could drink tonight.
Okay, I'm in.
Well, I was listing our favorites, and that one always comes up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm fine with that. I thought that was something you wanted to do and you forgot about it. What would you like to drink? What would you like to drink now?
I'm into it. That sounds good. And that would be a good one to make part of the flight too.
Zach, ZAC.
Hey, I know Zach.
Is that PDX Zach?
PDX
I just saw him
Zach.
come in.
Cheers to you, whether you are or not PDX Zach.
But
thank you to Keith.
Rarely I see the Zachs with the no K on it, so that's why I asked.
That's great question. Do you want me to grab that?
I kind of want it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I love the Michter's.
Let me see if I can get. I'll just take the Middle West down. Look at this Middle West rye. Look how dark it is. It's so good.
Is that the pumpernickel?
Yeah.
That's another one that I'm always afraid to drink because
we have to go all the way back to Ohio to get it.
Yeah. Well, do they sell it still?
We got that one. It was on closeout. Nice.
Wow,
it was on closeout at a Binny's in Chicago. And we got that bottle, I want to say, for like $35, which is absurd. The dark pumpernickel.
Wait, we did?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was absurd. A heck of a value.
Do you want to pick your own glass?
I'll do a do not disturb glass. Okay. It is Zach from PDX. Cheers, Zach. Welcome.
Hey.
Miss you too. Glad you're still chugging away at this. That's a good way to say it.
Oh, you said, I was like, I hope you said chugging. I wasn't paying attention, but I was like, I hope you said chugging because that's basically what we're doing today.
No, we're sipping.
Yeah. When our friend Ryan came over last night, he was like, big night tomorrow. And I was like, whatever. It's totally fine. But it feels like a big night. It feels like a good accomplishment. I do nothing on my own. Like, not nothing on my own, but you're the creative branch of this partnership.
Well, I mean, we could go back and forth about all the individual things that we do, but if it wasn't for you and for me together, I don't think this would happen at all. So I think cheers to us. And I just want to say how great we are.
That's terrible.
That's terrible, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't mean any of that.
I love it.
Oh my goodness, this smells amazing. Except for the glass itself, I don't think it smells very good. The Middle West just dropped a cask strength throughout Ohio. Is it the pumpernickel, the dark pumpernickel? Because if that's the case, we might have to go that direction.
I have a question. Serious question. Is this Michter's rye actually available to the public? We bought it like a year ago, so
Yeah, it's out and about. It's rare though. It's super rare. Like we've never actually seen it on a store shelf. We were sold it by somebody across the bar at a bar that probably shouldn't have sold it to us, but they did it anyways. Like they didn't know they didn't even know we had a whiskey channel. They didn't know who we were. They just offered us because we were enjoying it so much, the pour of it. And he was like,
I think
"Do
they
you
were
want
like
it?"
really appreciative of like somebody asking questions about their collection.
They were like, "Do you want to buy one?" And I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
And they just sold it to us.
So I believe I'm like 99.9% sure that last time we had a live stream, MJ asked what it was either EJ or MJ, I don't remember who asked which, but what is, if I was trying to get into ryes, what would I do? And this is obviously very high proof, but this might top my list. Like maybe not the number one, but it's certainly darn close of my favorite. Like this
Excellent.
is so
By the way, I just took
delicious.
the last sip of Handy Rye, and that's delicious. The
Yeah.
Thomas Handy Sazerac, part of the flight tonight. That's so good.
Yeah.
And get into another seltzer water
Beer.
here.
Oh,
It's not beer.
Water. Yeah, it's just so good. Yeah. So this is the Michter's barrel strength. It is 112 proof.
Yeah.
That's what this one is.
Michter's Rye barrel strength. Very, very good.
There's a barrel number 22. We have B718.
By the way, AA Ron in the house tonight.
AA Ron.
Welcome. We love that name. But enough about us. Let's talk about you. What do you think of us? That sounds right.
I love you guys. We literally say we wouldn't keep the channel running if it wasn't for our Patreons. Not that we wouldn't keep the channel running, but like there's an extremely high percentage of
if it wasn't for the community, we wouldn't be here.
We love the community.
We wouldn't be
so
here.
Fun.
It's so fun.
And it's also been like super fun. So if we talk about like what got us here, it's super fun to see how much our Patreons love each other. That sounds so weird, but like have like
community's awesome.
Really gotten to know each other. People that didn't know they lived close by, like
sharing samples with each other. That's great.
Meeting up at like other channels meetups, right? Because there's a lot of meetups, especially in the Midwest area, where people just kind of meet up. It's fun. They send us photos. I love it. So it is like a huge part of this community. It's fun.
She's just sitting in a teeny tiny little box, and I got totally distracted while you were talking.
Yeah, she's grumpy.
I love the cat. Senator Rye picked up based on you guys. That Senator Rye, that's a Christmas bottle. I don't drink it unless it's Christmas time, and then it's all I drink. I finished that bottle in a month.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to read where we were, but Bill, did you try it?
Man, he says it's his favorite rye.
My favorite rye.
It tastes like maple syrup and ginger snaps. Oh my goodness. That's a winter bomb.
I did that thing that you always say that I do.
Every time I try to show Julie something, if she's supposed to read from the top, she looks at the bottom. If she's supposed to look at the bottom, she looks at the top. She never ever just like tries to read.
I don't read in order. So like you said something about senator, so I looked for the word senator and then I started reading from there, and then I missed that he said my favorite rye.
Don is in the house. Welcome, Don. Also a Patreon.
And rye whiskeys do rule.
Ryes, yeah.
We joke about the fact
Keith says that when we travel down I-10, we need to visit 73 Distillery in New Orleans. We love New Orleans. Can we just say one of our top 5 favorite places in the entire world?
It almost have the outside of places where like our family lives, probably one of the most visited areas is New Orleans.
And not even like the madness of like the party scene.
We
love sitting in the quiet jazz bars.
Yeah, we haven't even gone since we actually we've definitely not gone since we started this channel, but like since we actually started drinking like bourbon, we haven't been there.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
great.
Poor me. I feel like I was drinking like hurricanes or whatever in a fancy jazz club versus like what you're supposed to
I was a little bit ahead of the curve on that one. I was sitting drinking Sazeracs everywhere we went, or just straight whiskey.
Yeah.
MJ, you are in, and she wants to know, what is your favorite rye, Julie?
I know. This is a huge contender. I think this checks all the boxes that all the other ones maybe don't check. So everything checks like a delicious box, but this has really nice bourbon flavors, but it also hits all the rye flavors that you're looking for too, without being. Some ryes can be very overwhelming. Like I like them when they're like balanced. super spicy and kind of dirty and whatever. I think that's like a cool flavor, but this has like a super nice balance between the ryes, or between bourbon and rye, but also the proof is really nice. Like, I think it's a nice sipping
Yeah.
whiskey. It's beautiful.
I'll
That's why I
go,
asked if it was available, because I would say, like, if you can get this, you should get this.
I think if I were going to answer that same question, I would go all the way back to a bottle that's not even available anymore.
Okay.
I think Knob Creek Double Oak Rye.
Mm.
I love that flavor so much. That flavor profile just, it crushes my palate. It's like the perfect balance for what I like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of Knob Creek's regular rye, but that one I love, that Double Oak. I also like Frey Ranch's Bottled and Bond Rye. I think that's dynamite.
Which one? The Frey
Ranch Bottled and Bond Rye.
I think they do
so unique.
A superior, like, not superior, but like a really. Frey Ranch in general does.
Shoot.
What?
I actually do have a favorite rye.
Okay.
But I'm not ready to talk about it yet. We're going to do a video of it in a couple of weeks because it's not like super publicly available yet. So I don't want to talk about it until
if
it's
I
more
do
readily
like
available.
this and you do it right in front of the microphone and people have to listen close. Oh, really?
Yeah, the new one we just got to try.
I haven't tried it.
Awesome. It's mind-blowing.
Huh.
Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you haven't. Ring the bell so you always get the notifications.
I was like, that's how we keep you. Like, you always have to have a cliffhanger.
See, somebody else is talking about 7-year Knob Rye. I don't even know what that is. I've never seen it. I've never heard of it. I don't know what that is. Our regular Knob Creek Rye is not that. So what is the 7-year? Or is that the regular Knob Creek Rye? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
This is delicious, though. This is right up there. I would put this in the top 3 best ryes I've ever had. Teaser. That's right. Yeah, I got to hold something back. I got to keep you guys coming back for something.
It does. So I was gonna say, it does feel like he's like pretending, but I'm interested in that. What you just said.
We are 3.5 minutes away from starting to pull the winners here. We have one last time. Old Forester single barrel strength 134.2, the last of its kind right there. Elijah Craig A123. And a flight of all the things that we've been drinking here tonight. Those are the 3 things that are up for grabs at the moment. How are we doing over there? It looks like there's a lot of things being given.
I don't know. I'm bad with formulas. You'd think I'd be better at Excel.
Should we add it up and see? Because it seems like maybe we need to give away more stuff. Because it seems like a lot.
So I wanted just to do a quick shout out. We love shouting out like our friends and fellow, I was gonna say Bourbonistas, but that would be me. Chris, Bourbon of the Week.
Oh, we love Chris.
Just hit 5,000 subscribers, I think last week,
Was
right?
it 5K? Yeah.
And I just wanted to say hi, Chris, and congratulations.
Yeah,
I know
congrats to him.
We joined your live stream, but just a special shout out because we always like to shout out,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What about Sagamore Rye? Good question. The Double Oaks is what we started off with tonight.
Delicious.
And that one is I think I would put it in my top 3 under 100 proof, certainly. It's a great whiskey. Their new Bottled and Bond, by the way, is... Oh, no, the new 8-year. The 8-year is absolutely delicious. They sent us a sample of it, and we never did a video of it or anything. They just send us stuff, and we have no obligation to say this stuff. So, we mean it when we say it. That 8-year rye is awesome. BT, you rock too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here tonight with us, and for that, you are in.
You are. I can't do the math here.
Kevin says that he heard the regular rye was 7 years ish, but now 7 years will be the standard and on its label. We love that. Good. Kudos to Knob Creek for doing that. I mean, I'm loving seeing all the age statements showing up on bottles that didn't used to have them, or maybe they did and then they went away. I love the age statements. I think that we're entering a new era of clarity on what we're drinking in whiskey, and I'm all for it. Don, are you asking if Michter's is better than Pikesville? Oof. Yes. Oh man, Julie would say yes.
I would.
I think. Would, well, we would need to do a flight of that.
I think they're a completely different. They're a completely different animal, basically.
Well, different prices and different proof points. You've got the Michter's regular rye, which is great, at, what is it, 92 proof, 96 proof?
Yeah, and I'm thinking about my Maker's Rye, just the regular one that tastes like oatmeal cookies.
No, it's only 84.8. Yeah,
Yeah,
84.8 proof.
It's super low proof, but for the price point, which, what did you say, 45?
Yeah.
Yeah, $45.
48, I think.
I think it's a decent price. I think the flavors are delicious. It's wonderful. I love Maker's Rye. Like the regular baseline. It's great indoors. It's great outdoors. Like I think it's a really great
You can
sip.
drink it like riding
and
horseback.
On the patio. Well, sure,
walking
on the
horseback.
The beach. Yeah. Holding hands.
Sure. It's a romantic sipper.
Or just like, I'm ready to party. There's something... I do look at things of like, do I want to party? I feel like that was in Monday's video. Like, is this the video that I'm partying with? Or is this the video I'm like, I want to sit down, watch a movie? The whiskey that I'm going to sit down, watch a movie and like think about. And so this feels more like we're having a quiet evening.
Right. Higher proof, but less intense somehow.
Yeah, but want to talk about it. And the low proof Michter's Rye feels like, I want to party. I want to have fun. My friends are over. Let's do this.
Meanwhile, that Pikesville is the value crusher. It's $50 here locally, $49.95. And that is 110 proof, 6 years aged. It's phenomenal. It tastes so good.
Yeah.
It's such a great whiskey. Yeah. It is really hard not to love that one. And Marty's here. Whiskey knows. Cheers. Marty. If you're not following Marty, you should be. We need to get together. We need to collaborate. We need a live stream. We need to party. Sooner or later, we're going to do that. Shooter 1013, recent viewer, subscriber. Love that I can be sipping virtually with such cool people. How about that? What a nice thing to say. So many compliments tonight. You guys, you all rock. And hey, it's time. We're going to give away some stuff. Let's start. I just looked at my watch to see what time it was, and it tells me that I'm detraining. Yeah, that's what happens when you rupture your Achilles tendon. You stop training.
Mine says that too, and I have no excuse. Actually, mine says I'm at optimal training level.
It does?
But it's basically like, you're at optimal training level.
Get to it.
Get your butt outside. Like, quit sitting on the couch. Like, do something else. Like, mine's like, it's the compliment sandwich. You're doing great, but you also suck.
You're doing great. You kind of suck. You could do better. We believe in you.
Yeah, but we believe in you. Let's do this.
All right. Did G hook us up with these watches? Yeah, actually. I believe so.
Wait, who asked that?
Zach.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Barter says, okay, Phil, I'll train for you. There you go. If nothing else, I hope that you have decided to get motivated tonight. I hope that you're feeling the energy that I'm putting out there, because I've got a lot of energy that I can't use. And Julie keeps yelling at me when I try to use it. So she doesn't yell at me. She goes, stop it.
Your energy?
Yeah. Whenever I try to use energy, you're like, sit down.
Well, I was thinking about like my kind of energy, but you're right. Like you have a lot of movements, and you're not allowed to. It's not that you're not allowed to, but you don't like walk around with your boot on. And you like,
but even when I do, you're like, stop it.
No, but your boot is what's like helping the injury, and so you're
sometimes I have to take it off.
I know. So you're trying to walk around. I said you're gonna anyway.
It looks great. It's a real fashion statement.
All right, let's do this.
Is that a Stellum behind you? How is it? I'm gonna probably make some people upset.
I'm not.
I haven't had a Stellum yet that I really, really liked.
I thought it was fine.
Fine, yeah.
Fine. I wasn't excited. I wanted
like the price for the proof, I guess.
Yeah, I wanted to be more excited about Stellum.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Buy a Pikesville.
And I wonder if I'm not as excited because everybody else was excited about it. I think that's the thing. Like, I heard such good things about it, and I really wanted it to be something that I wanted. But yeah, I agree. Okay. Are you going to do the phone thing?
Yes, it is time to choose. I'm going to turn on my volume this time. I learned that I had it on silent mode every time I tried to ask Siri. So I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna start off with the Old Forester should be the bottle we give away first. That was an $80 bottle.
Okay, well, we should have talked about this first, because I was thinking that whoever wins first should get to pick which one they want.
What if they're not on?
Well, I don't know.
Whoever wins, if you're on, you get to pick. If you're not on, you'll get the Old Forester single barrel strength. Is that fair?
But does it really? I was just figured like, well,
I was just going to go from price down.
Sure, whatever you want.
So we'll start. Well, we got in a late entry here. David Babcock, you're in.
Okay, hold on. Are we allowing it?
Look at The Last Temptation. Bourbon Man shows up to Ogre Lounge to epic rye flight from Found North to ending and opening Jack Daniel's 2020 limited single barrel proof rye we've been holding on to.
Wait,
that's a heck of
a lot of
the
words.
invite is that they've got a flight from Found North and then they're going to open a single barrel proof rye for us.
I actually like Found North.
Yeah, and then we'll sleep there.
So MJ, you're on too. So Found North, it's pretty. The bottle's pretty expensive. Like it's over 100. I know. I think I bought it for you for your birthday one year.
You bought it for Christmas
or Christmas. I just wanted something different.
I took a photo of it with Norman.
I almost think that I bought you the rye. I'm not sure, but it was delicious and I liked it.
EJ says Old Forester single barrel, just letting you know ahead of time. Somebody's confident out there, and I love that.
Wait, EJ. Sorry, I have to go back. I forget. Okay, thank you. I'm an every opportunity kind of person. Put everybody in.
Okay. Let's see here.
Boom. Okay.
Our barrel is going to be bottled early next week. Exact timing still to come. That's breaking news.
You were said it so under the breath, but it's like breaking news.
I literally just got an email. Okay. So there you go.
Before this happens, breaking news.
It'll be bottled early next week.
Our first single barrel.
So it probably won't be available next week.
Yeah.
Maybe the week after.
But at least it's coming.
We'll let you know.
Yeah.
Patreons, of course, will know first and then after. Jessica Wood's in the house, by the way. Says there's lots of comfy couches at the Ogre Lounge. We love a comfy couch. If you carpet it, we're there.
Wait, she said comfy. So do you want to talk about how Norman used to be like such a little snuggler, but our new cat not a snuggler? And what is my new thing that I've been doing?
Well, you're pushing cozy.
I'm a cozy pusher.
She's a cozy pusher.
Phil tells me I'm too much of a cozy pusher.
Stop pushing cozy. The cat doesn't like it.
Yeah, I'm always like putting more blankets on and trying to make things cozier and fluffier pillows.
She doesn't want it. She wants to lay on cardboard on wood.
Yeah, and I want
Look
her
at
to
her
be
right
cozy.
now. She's just frowning at you, sitting on one of the least soft places in the entire house.
There's,
a skosh of cozy. She's sitting on a rubber mat.
Bill, you didn't miss it. We digress.
We continue to digress. All right, it is time,
and we're not leaving after this.
It is drawing time,
yeah.
Right? Also, if you wanted to let me know how many we have.
2.5 years, same Bourbon van.
Nothing has changed.
What? Hold on, scroll.
I have a feeling that Siri's gonna be really loud.
149. We'll turn your volume down.
Hey Siri, check. How loud are you?
Well, I came into existence gradually, but my first day as an assistant was October 4th, 2011.
That's not too loud. I don't know what she's talking about, but how many do we have?
Oh, I already told you. 148. 9. Hold on, sorry.
We have 149 entries?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, Eric's got it. Got it.
We have 150 entries. All right, 150. Are we ready?
Yes.
He's in, and you rotated everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 150.
It's 28.
Oh, wow. Usually they like go into like whatever.
28.
Let's see. Well, I gotta scroll a long way. We got a Jim Bandy.
Jim Bandy.
Woo!
How about that? Congratulations, Jim Bandy.
Nice.
That's a Patreon winner, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Good
Love
job.
it. Nice job, Jim Bandy. Oh, 28.
Butter says 28. That's me.
Usually when you do like a Siri thing, they're always like, you're like 1 out of 150. They're like 147. You're like,
or they're like 2.
And you're like, come on, like get these middle numbers something.
All right. Well, one thing that we did say in the description of this video, once you win, you're done. So somebody else is going to win the next thing. Michiko says that's a weird way to say my name.
Bill, I will accept it. Fair. Totally fair. Okay, cool. All right, do it again.
One more time?
Yep.
Just 1 and 150 again, right?
Yeah, if Jim comes again, we're going to skip him. We'll do another
right.
one. Yeah.
Pick a
That's
number.
what I thought.
Oh, my goodness. Can you try? I'm not good at Siri, everybody.
Yeah.
Pick a number between 1 and 150.
It's 42.
What if Jim Bandy came up again? That would be really funny.
It is 42, everybody. 42.
Kathy Huey!
Kathy Huey, big winner. That's another Patreon.
Woohoo! Boom, boom, boom,
Fantastic.
boom, boom,
Congrats to
boom.
you.
Fire
You spelled EJ wrong. Look at everybody.
You spelled EJ wrong.
Creeps.
Yes!
Fire Siri. I wish I could. It's terrible.
Boop, boop, boop.
This picture is so
Wait,
good.
I love all the things. So I really want to watch.
We're going to watch. So hang on.
But because I want to read
Wait a minute.
I
Wait a
want to
minute.
read
Is
something.
Jim still on? He was supposed to pick what he wanted.
Oh, probably not.
Jim Bandy, are you still on? If you are, you get to choose. If you're not,
You could choose by the end of this. Otherwise, does Kathy get to choose?
well,
Are we defaulting?
oh boy, you're making this way complicated.
Well, I just kind of assumed the first person would get to choose. But anyway.
If I guess I could go by Kathy. Let's see.
I need to highlight these numbers so I don't forget who gets everybody.
Jim, if you're on, you get to choose.
Yeah.
Um,
And then we're giving away a flight, right?
but the winner, I think, gets the Old Forester. Don't you think?
Whoever, what?
That was what we said originally.
Yep, it's fine.
It's fine. That means it's not.
And it's fine. Like, yeah, whoever wants.
I never got a copy of the rule book. Jim wants me to send the bottle to me. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be that kind of night here at the Bourbon Van. So thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Toss a consensus. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna sit here until Jim.
Wait,
shows
are we
up.
doing the flight? Are we giving away a flight?
We also have a flight to give away.
Yeah. Yeah, so the flight is fine. Don't worry
I
about it.
can't believe you made this so much harder on me.
I-
Why would you do that to me?
Yeah, but
Do you see?
when did we
This is
argue?
it. End of the channel right here. 73 people watching the Bourbon Van go down in flames. This is it. This is the end of it.
I just kind of assumed like if whichever one Jim wanted.
Can you hand me the Jack Daniel's barrel proof so I can drink out of the bottle?
Oh, I don't care. Yes, okay. Jim gets the Old Forester.
Jim gets the Old Forester. Kathy, why are you tapping me? She's tapping me under the table.
I'm not. I'm just like I'm doing the marriage thing where I'm like whatever.
Well, you have to make the decision now. It was all on you.
It's fine.
Does Kathy get to choose now? Oh my goodness.
Are we gonna do?
Flight winner next, right?
Yeah.
This is the worst episode of the Bourbon Van I've ever been a part of.
I'm having a great time.
Good for you. All right, Siri, do you want to tell me something?
Lorem ipsum, dolus et amit, consectatorati piscicielit, sed doveas mit temporum sidedent, ut labore et dolere, magna aliqua.
She's speaking Latin. That's Latin.
Is it? I thought yeah, it was
It's
another
nonsense.
language. For
It's
sure.
nonsense.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my
Siri.
goodness.
All right, give
Some
me
of
one
us
more.
have to work tomorrow. I'm sorry, Wendell. I am.
Yeah.
All right. Pick a number between 1 and 150.
The answer is 130.
Oh, we have a nice selection tonight.
130. There you go.
Let's see. 130. Scrolling.
See this?
Oh, wouldn't you know it? It's Bill Becker.
Is it really? How about that? Bill, you win a flight.
Oh, there you go, Bill. That's so funny.
Okay. So we'll just go in the order that we originally planned.
Yeah, that
So-
sounds good.
Old Forester single barrel is going to Jim Bandy. Ledge Craig barrel proof is going to Kathy Huey. And a flight of those two bottles and everything else we've drank tonight is going to Bill Becker.
Yeah.
Patreons all around.
I think so.
Probably because it's mostly Patreons
it is.
that threw in
Yeah,
on this
that's
thing.
why we love you. Yeah.
I have to ask though,
Yeah.
do you know what the total was?
No, I do not.
Because if there's enough, I'd give away another flight.
Oh, okay. Well, then you start talking and then I'll figure it out.
All right, I'm going to entertain everybody.
Yeah.
Will I return for the next Bourbon Man episode? Probably not.
Swear to us. If we crack that Michter's up top, you'll know that this is it.
It's going to be, yeah, right. The next thing we're going to do is open the bottle that we poured ourselves.
Oh, I love it.
Hmm.
I gotta remember how to do my sums.
We got to remember how to do lots of things. Hey, that's my 50% male subscriber, Wendy. Yeah, well, What do we do? Are we going to have another set?
What? I was trying to. You want to give me another bottle?
Do we got to give it another flight or another bottle? What do you want to do?
I'm not getting involved. I'm gonna walk away on this conversation and say whatever you would like to do, Phil, is what I want to do.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me ask. Let's put it out to the people.
Because we probably should have discussed this before we started.
I didn't know it was going to be a problem. I just assumed that we had an order already. All right. Sorry, everyone, for everything that was happening. Here's what we're going to do. Would you prefer a bottle of Heaven's Door single barrel that we helped pick?
Mm-hmm. Katie says do another flight.
Or would you prefer a flight?
Yeah.
As the next thing that we give away? And
Yeah.
we're going to open this up
Pete's
for.
gonna have another sip.
We're going to give this 1 minute. We're going to give it 1 minute.
Flight marriage advice.
Would you prefer a flight or a bottle of Heaven's Door single barrel cask strength?
The flight's pretty rad tonight.
The flight is rad. That's
Yeah.
why I'm opening up.
I mean, a bottle's pretty rad too. I love everyone.
Flight, pick, flight, Heaven's Door, either one.
Nice.
Okay, so we're tied.
Can't complain. Yeah.
Flight.
We got. Well, I'm gonna drink till the. Well, I said we're at 15. Are we going to 16 or 17? It doesn't matter.
30 seconds. Flight. Yeah, I think it's the flight. You're right. The flight is pretty rad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, flight it is.
Flight it is. Let's do this.
We're not gonna lead a flight of Heaven's Door. You're gonna get one nuance sample. That's what we got.
Bill, you're out. Bill, you're out.
Heaven's Gate. No, we're not gonna do one of those. Everybody gets a pair of white Nikes.
I love that slip, the Heaven's Gate, that one episode, and I was like, I don't even know what that is, and then I realized that it was some. Was it a movie or a book?
No, it was a group of people that got together and drank Kool-Aid
no, it was
or
a
whatever
cult.
they did.
Right, it was a cult. Sorry, my bad.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
What a night. Choose a number between 1 and 150.
I'm having a great time.
It's 1.
What?
It's 1.
Shoot! Sorry, we randomized. So if you remember, if you were the first one to pick one, and you're not number 1 anymore. If you were the first one to get. That's a Brett Pounds is at number 1 position.
Wait, now we have to go to Utah.
Yeah.
That was his decision.
I do think that he said something about dropping it off specifically.
He said if he won, he expected a drop off.
Yeah.
Well, Brent, it looks like we're heading your way.
Wow. I'm not going to tell the people who are in number 2 and number 3 on my list.
Why would you? That's a terrible thing to do. Okay, well,
No gold.
that's 4 Patreons.
Oh, I gotta light that up too. Otherwise, I'll never remember.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so Brent, you're getting a flight. Who else is getting a flight?
Bill.
Bill Becker's getting a flight.
He wore us down. Got it.
And Kathy's getting a bottle of A123, and Jim Bandy is getting a bottle of Old Forester.
Love it.
Fantastic. Congratulations, you guys. I'm so happy.
I'm pumped.
Even though we went a little off the rails, it was still fun.
We need to make sure we're gonna have to watch this video again to make sure we remember the flight that we're gonna get. We drank a lot of things today.
Basically, if a bottle is off the shelf, it's going in the flight.
Yeah, exactly.
And then these two.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic.
Yeah.
This was fun.
I also had a good time.
Well, we have to say one last time, of course, and we'll continue to say this.
Yeah.
10,000 subscribers is insane. We never thought we'd see the day. We never actually, when we started this thing, we said if we hit 1,000, it'll have been a massive success, and we can shut it down.
Yeah.
And 10,000, and now we're stuck. We can't ever leave. And it's great. I'm just kidding. Of course we're happy. Of course we're thrilled. Thank you so much to all of you. What's for dinner? What is for dinner? Pizza?
Yeah, probably pizza.
Okay.
We have pizza
Frozen
in the
pizzas.
freezer. Yeah. Easy enough.
But thank you, all of you. You have been the wind beneath our wings. And
like that.
From wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers, everybody. You're the best.
Cheers. Thanks. 10,000. Let's do another 10,000.
Oh, my goodness.